I'm just so mad. I'm gonna hate buy it.
I'm gonna buy it, but
yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You gotta.
I ain't asking for the world here. I'm just asking for an 8-ball and $2 million.
I'm late, but I'm here. Welcome to episode 23 of Collecting Justified.
Hold on! This is hold on! Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro!
Even though that's the most successful video, you'd think...
All the tea in the ocean. I swear. All of it's going in the ocean. I don't care anymore.
What's going on? What's happening?
You know,
Pikachu!
Kenny, what
Yes.
Superman figure did you pick up this week?
So here's a good look at my red cyborg Superman. Still don't have for the collection, but
Disappointed!
Kaiju on the left.
Yeah. It's a baby
There's not a
kaiju.
thought behind those eyes.
No.
Not a single thought.
Cool party!
Your Boys Got Toys is back. And
Babe, Justin just doubled my salary.
Oh, shit.
Well, number one. I'm number one.
look, it's not easy to jump from a moving vehicle onto another moving vehicle. Okay,
The side of a truck.
yeah,
You know.
their injuries will happen.
What a piece of junk.
David, this company is the go-to for highly articulated anime figures.
Is
Timer
it
started.
Amazing Yamaguchi?
David! Go on!
I'm sorry, David.
Anime. I'm not in that.
David, you were right above the rim. I tossed you the ball, and then you swatted it.
It flames on the side of my face.
This is a holiday for family.
David, so this isn't my turn, so I'm just gonna bring David. I want you to look at around me. Do you see pictures of my family in this room?
Thank you so much for being my friends.
Everybody to Collecting Justified. I hope I'm coming through all right. My internet's crappy. My computer's being a piece of crap. I apologize. Technical difficulties. We're late as always, but you should be used to that at this point. Welcome to episode 48. It's hard to believe that we've lasted this long, and if I keep being this late, we might not last much longer. Who knows? David, we might not make it to episode 50 at this point. Who knows?
You might
right?
need a computer.
Who
You
knows?
might need a new
But-
computer, Justin.
I might. I'm just waiting for it to catch up, waiting for it to buffer. But gentlemen, we have yet another wonderful guest with us here tonight. We have none other than Disavowed here. Tim, welcome
What
to Collecting
goes
Justified, my friend. How are you
on?
doing tonight?
I'm doing great, thank you, and thank you for covering me. The real reason we were late was because I was in the Ollie's parking lot, so it was nothing to do with technical difficulties. Justin lied; he's covering for me. I was late, so thank you. But great to be here. Very excited. Appreciate the opportunity, and looking forward to talk about toys.
Ollie's parking lot will get
Thank
you every time.
Thank you for taking the time. Oh, I'm telling you, man. You might get mugged in Ollie's parking lot. Who knows? So, you never know. But guys, it's episode 48. We're here. We're live. It's after 9. This might be the latest we've ever started, David, and I blame you for some reason. I don't know why, but I will find a way. I'm not letting Tim go down for this, okay? But guys, let's get into this housekeeping. If you are here live, go ahead and say hi in the chat so we can come through and say to you. If you're watching on the replay, say hi in the chat and try to be here live next time, okay? Okay, as I say every time, after this live, I went and I cried in the corner, okay, because you weren't here. I missed you. I know you weren't here, okay? Okay, so again, this is Collecting Justified. We are 48 episodes in, trekking to that 50th episode. We will be there eventually. I've got all the guys on the graphic here. It took a while. But it's here. It's here. So tune in every Saturday night, 8:45. But I try to be here as on time, as close to it as I can. So there's always a lot going on YouTube, but we appreciate you taking the time to be here. The free Andrew from the Basement Fund is open. You can see Andrew is here with us tonight, but you never know when he might, trip and fall back in that hole. So all funds are greatly appreciated. Keep him, the holidays are right around the corner. Let's keep Andrew out of that basement, okay? You can also become a Justified channel member. The 2 tiers are here. You have the Justified MVPs and the Justified. I appreciate everyone equally. A certain other person here might call another tier the lesser. I don't know who that is. He might be directly under me, but I'm not going to name any encounter culture names, okay? All right. So, speaking of those channel members, we do thank all at the beginning and end of each live stream. So, the list got shorter. So, we might, those gifted memberships, they fall off at some point. So, before they get regifted, we might let you read it out tonight, okay, while it's a shorter list.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Just let everybody get some time back in their lives, right? Not right now. Maybe at the end. We're not going to. No, we've got a guest, okay? We're not front loading this. All right. So, first of all, the Justified MVP, Z-Man 12 Bat, Compulsive Collector, John Morrissey, David Evans Smith, Michael Davis, St. James, Encounter Culture, and Bring Toys to Work. Then we go over to the Justified. We have Dan Who Reviews, Christopher Allen, Displayed Once, Kurt K, Cole's Cave, Your Boys Got Toys, Super Turk 5000, Mikey Moonboots, Jay's Toy Collection UK, Chi Collects, Jared Byrne, Jesse Hubbard, Legion X, Pixels and Plastic, Collecting Rush, Craft Collects, and the Black Der Lorenz.
You got to watch out for that Kurt K guy. Kurt K
we've
gets you in trouble.
I'm telling you, man, he's mischievous. He's might be a little long in the tooth, but he'll get you in trouble. So we're adding to the wall of guests this evening. So Tim, I'll have your logo on here next week. We've had quite a few great guests on here from the beginning, really. So I think Compulsive Collector's in the chat right now. I'm sure he's going to make a comment about he's surprised anybody makes the time to come on here, but we appreciate everybody. So we've got the wall of guests right here. So Justin's actually streaming from a Game Boy. Yeah, I am, Alexi. I am. So here's the logo right here. We have Tim here with us. So get to know Tim. We're going to shoot the shit a little bit. We're going to get him to spill the beans on all the secrets of toy hunting. We know he has those secrets, right, Tim?
I don't know if there's secrets, but there's methodologies. There's ways to go about it for sure.
I'm just talking crap. But Tim, so you are on a timetable, so we're gonna rush through this. I say rush, but nah. I'm just not gonna not let David talk for an hour. How about that? I'm kidding, David. I love you. I'm kidding.
At least I'm not
quiet over there. I gotta. Yeah, it's okay. It'll fix itself eventually. So just going through the chat, giving everybody a shout out real quick. Of course, David was here. Alexi, Your Boys Got Toys. Kenny, Mike Hext is here. I got a package from Mike today. Home Dude is here. What's up, Home Dude? K-Mac is here. And let's see, KJ Smith, JBTM, Compulsive Collector. And guys, more people will be here. We're still a little early. So, guys, Tim, so we like to start out with pickups and you are the glorified guest. And I like to say that it's fun to get on here and talk about what's coming out, right? We're always looking forward. We're always hunting for that new thing, right? But what's the point if we're not taking the time to appreciate what we've currently got in our hands, what we're excited for? So, Tim, what would you like to show off tonight? What have you gotten recently?
Basically what's sitting behind me. So for anybody watching who's not familiar with my channel, my lovely girlfriend and I have been going through a moving process into our new home. It's been a lot of fun, but obviously all the stress of moving. So I'm not in my toy room right now, which I used to obviously be streaming from. So I'm down in our basement. So I do have some things on display behind me that I did pick up. Oh, there's a jerk in the room. Look out for him. But yeah, back behind me. I'm not going to grab him, but I'll go this way a little bit. I was lucky enough to find the 3 Biker Mice from Mars, the cell figures for $8 a piece on clearance at Walmart. So pretty happy about that. And then I recently picked up the Silver Surfer female from the Fantastic Four First Steps. I wasn't going to get it. I don't do MCU very often anymore, but I'm going to fudge it into my comics collection next to my Silver Surfer. Got Banshee for $14 at a liquidation store called Half Off Store. If you want to check that out, it's in my most recent YouTube video at Disavowed Action Figures. And then got Charles Xavier Savage Land because SDC is coming up. And of course, I got to be all sweaty about getting that 3-pack with Sauron. Got that for $12 at Target. So those are pretty much all my recent pickups right behind me here.
Ooh.
Solid pickups.
Great pickups.
Great deal on that Banshee
those
too, by
Biker
the way.
Mice for $8 a piece.
How to do it. I don't have much of a background or, a connection to them, so I held off.
I saw in your most recent toy hunt, you I could hear it in your voice. You trying to decide whether or not you wanted that Silver Surfer. I felt it,
man.
And it looks good. It does. I don't know. I feel like we won't really know how well any of those figures are going to do until the movie hits, right? So
yeah, if the movie's good, you're going to see a lot more figures moving off the shelves. If it's like the Eternals or something where the buzz isn't quite there, they're going to sit potentially go to Ollie's. So you don't know what you're doing sometimes picking MCU stuff up, but I justified it. And again, I tend to be pretty cheap. I try to get the best deal I can get. So that one, I just figured I'd get it right off the top. But yeah, you just don't know with this game. Sometimes things go long game and get cheap. Sometimes they get scooped up fast and you miss out. So
yeah, those Biker Mice, I'm super jealous about the $8 because I went to a Walmart recently like an idiot and they didn't have anything. And I was walking and thinking there's going to be 3 Biker Mice and 3 bikes right on sale. And there'll be a little note and it'll say, just for you, your boys got toys. And there was nothing at all. And I left heartbroken. So I'm happy for you, mostly.
Thank you. And again, I feel bad for anybody who paid full price because it's a gamble. I mean, it's one of those things where who knows when they first came out and people had them on pre-order or grabbed them right away, they might have sold out and then you missed out on it, or you wait and you get them cheap. You don't know with the toy game. You really don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
I did buy a second of that Silver Surfer for my
I paid full price for all the Biker Mice.
Nice, David.
Yeah.
David, were you able to see? I haven't opened mine yet, obviously. I think the answer was no, but are you able to use the stand that she came with the Silver Surfer Walgreens exclusive at all? Will it also prop up on there?
The board for Walgreens is thinner than the movie board, so it just doesn't catch in the wave effect. Okay. It just slides right through, so it won't.
So if Yojo Jerk is still watching, he asked me to try that. He's got his answer. And the answer is, of course not, because why would Hasbro let us have nice things and actually make that work? Why would we be able to swap ahead and not have the colors of the skin match or whatever,
It's the moments that you want them to reuse things that they go and do something new. It's like, oh, hey, you guys want new stuff. Here's a new board. So fuck you and your ideas about trying to use that.
Please see the Deluxe King, right, David?
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Damn faceplate swapping. Don't get me started, Alexi.
Yeah. Well, I'm known over on
guys,
my live streams, and when I pop on with on the Mega Power Toy Podcast with Yojo Jerk and Gaines and Skelly and everybody for getting spicy sometimes. And I'll get a little spicy off the top if that's okay, if you guys wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I won't get too crazy as my MO, but I will say as we're heading into SDCC coming up, I just got to say, man, it's not going to be the same without Ryan Ting.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, like that really, like I didn't know that. And we went live on a Thursday night with Jerk and Gaines and Skelly, and Angelo just kind of dumped it out there right away. And I was like, what? Like to me, he was, and again, people complain if you get too nice to people, whatever. He was like the embodiment of Marvel Legends collecting to me. Like he seemed like the absolute perfect guy to be a marketer and to have that role. And the fact that they let him go is a complete shame. And that's anybody who gets dropped from a $1 billion corporation like Hasbro. But this is the first time where it really made me question, like, do I want to pull the trigger and stop collecting these? Because it really just kind of put me off, because he's just seems like a very loyal, hardworking, kind guy, somebody you'd want in your company. So it's DC's going to be weird not seeing him on that Legend stage. And the show goes on for Dan Yoon and for everybody else on that team, with Dwight and everybody else. But it's a shame. I just want to throw it out there. I think that Hasbro made a really poor move there, and I hope he lands with like a really strong company that he can more or less get the upper hand on them and say, you guys really should have retained me. So.
Well, Tim, I agree. And I don't know, do you follow Dan Yoon's like Twitter X account?
I did see he put a tweet out this past week, essentially getting ahead of things, which he's good at, and saying, I know it's not going to be the same. Because, they don't want to be asked by all these YouTubers.
Yeah.
What do you think about Ryan Ting being fired? Because they can't comment on that. They're still Hasbro employees. They're not going to go out there and say, screw them for firing him. Like, you can't talk like that about your employer. And people have to understand that's not going to happen.
I wish they'd fire me. Please don't fire me. I stand with you,
Well, Alexi, for somebody who multiple times people have said should be fired from Yojo Jerk's channel, I can resonate with that.
Well, I think it's also like the risk that any company runs. Like they chose to make Ryan Ting one of the faces of the line, and he was a great ambassador for the line and showed his passion for what he did all the time and showed his nostalgia, wore it on his sleeve. Every time he did a live stream or a con appearance or anything, like we all as collectors bought into how much he cared about the line. So then you eliminate his position, and like naturally the community is going to have questions and be upset by it and feel a loss from that. But then clearly they're not gonna release a statement. They're not going to continue discussing it. They're just saving money and cutting a job. So I'm right with you, Tim. Like it's weird for me knowing I'm going to go to NYCC in October, and I know he's not going to be there like he was last year. It's just sad. But
and the thing with a marketer, I mean, they're there to market. That's their job. So a good marketer might come across one way and they're a totally different person. You never know if they're good at their job. What I can say is, in his regard, when I was on the Infinity Equation with Dante, Dark Joker's good friend of the channel and a good friend in life, in real life general. When I was on there with Dante, we had the opportunity to interview Ryan Ting a few years ago. And the fact that he came on a Friday night for like 2.5 hours, the man was a gentleman. He answered all of our questions. He was knowledgeable about his product. I can't say nicer things about that interaction I had. And I also had a chance to meet him at Legion's Con 2 or 3 years ago in person. And we had a nice conversation. He was just there as a regular collector. I think he was in town for a wedding and came to the convention. And he was nothing but professional, friendly, and just a great overall, genuinely good guy. So, and there's many, many nameless people who get released from these companies and fired that we'll never talk about, who deserve also to get, a tip of the hat to what they've done and been underappreciated for. But he really is like the first time that somebody I was like, wow, like that really stinks for that guy, because he's a family guy and, this and that. So I can say nicer things about all my interactions with him. And I really hope he hits the ground running and makes Hasbro really regret making that decision.
I think it would be great if he joined Mattel.
Yeah, there you go, DC.
Yep.
And
I think that's what we all that's like the ultimate screw you, I think, to Hasbro. If he's like the forward facing company for the future multiverse line, which is hopefully 6-inch, by the way, just putting it out there. So we'll see. Only time can tell. But again, just a class act, and it was a shame to see it go down the way it went down. So
word.
Absolutely.
Cheers to Ryan.
Guys, Kenny, if you'll continue pickups, I'm gonna dip out real quick. I apologize. I'm just gonna give my system one more restart and see if that fixes my whole issue.
For
here,
milk and
'cause I keep
cigarettes,
dipping
Justin?
in and out. I'll be right back. Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
See you when you're 18, kids.
All right, so we'll continue pickups. David, any pickups this week?
I have plenty. So you want me to go now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a last week pickup, but just want to remind everyone.
You got the Thanos Psylocke 2-pack?
She's out there.
It hasn't come up.
She's out there. And then I filled a massive hole in my collection with my Thing. Finished the MCU Fantastic Four wave with Thing this early this week. So then,
what do you think about him?
I like him.
What do you think about the Thing?
He's cute. He does the job. I hear all the things about the Thing who in the trailer is wearing sweaters, and we don't know if he really looks like this in the movie for any good significant chunk of the movie, but it's a Thing. He's rocky. He's wearing pants. He's got no shoes on.
Well, at this point, you've got like 4 things in your collection, 3 maybe. So as someone having that many, like a variant is good, right?
Yeah.
Even the pants for customizing or something.
Why not? He looks good. Like, I have no complaints. The eyes look really nice and blue under that brow. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, it's good.
So that's great. And then I got a few DC Multiverse pickups, which 3 of the 4
You can skip those.
3 of the 4 of them are from cmdstore.com, and that was cmdstore.com. Jade of the Green Lantern Corps and daughter of Alan Scott, Green Lantern. That's a platinum, hard to find one, apparently. Bizarro. So Kenny got another Superman character for my shelf.
I like it.
Thank you.
Nice.
I know that's old news to you. You've had Bizarro for a while, I believe.
Shout out Chris Allen.
And then on eBay, I picked up Jim Gordon because I believe he's a Walmart.
Actually, looks pretty cool.
Right? Like he's based on Year One, Batman Year One, but he works as a Great Gordon. He comes with a gun, so there's that. And I think it's a Walmart exclusive. I'm not sure, but I've never seen him anywhere, and I don't have any Walmarts to get to. So, and then the other CMD store is Superboy. So clearly he does not have the Mafex jacket, but Kenny, you're going to send me yours so I can try it on him.
Never committed to that. No.
I promise I will.
Is the hair purple?
It's black with blue.
Oh, okay. Classic
streaks.
Like anime.
I thought him and Psylocke went to the same style.
Go on. Yeah.
We've talked extensively about the fact of what a miss it was to not have that come with a jacket, and the fact that the trading card has him wearing a jacket.
Yeah.
Like with McFarlane, that's a big pet peeve of ours on the live stream is if it looks a certain way on the freaking card that you're putting in the box, make it look like the freaking card.
Yeah.
Right.
And not only that, but like McFarlane already put out a Superboy with a jacket on, so they have the mold for that. So,
but that was a hard goods jacket.
Well, you're not going to get it, but it's already there. Like it's
hard goods. I haven't heard it called that before. Hard goods. That's good.
Hard goods. Yeah. So as soon as Kenny sends me that jacket from Mafex, I will do like updated pictures of what he looks like in it, and then I'll send it back. I swear.
I don't believe you.
But my probably most like exhilarating pickup was the Firemen.
Oh, nice.
So I got 3. I got 3. So, and the Jaws of Life with this one. So, they come with 2 heads, and then there's goggles, there's a oxygen mask. They come with a sledgehammer and a short sledgehammer. They come with an axe and 2 short axes and the Jaws of Life and all sorts of gear, so you can differentiate all of them.
Is that the number on the helmet? Is that 609?
Yes, it is.
All right, so I try to find ways to justify buying things I wouldn't buy otherwise. Justified collecting, by the way, plug.
Boom.
And so when I was a kid, a baby, really, the first house I was in with my parents when I was like a newborn, our address was 609, our street address. And like my whole life, that's been like my parents, every time they saw 609, they're like, oh, I played a lottery. So that might have just given me a reason to buy a fireman when I'm mostly out of G.I. Joe Classified, is to buy that because of 609 being on the helmet.
Do it. I wondered what the significance was of 609, like why that number was chosen for the helmet.
There's got to be a reason, right?
They tried to do 69 and somebody was like, nice. But
got shot down. What I really want is the police officer figure, which for multiple reasons I understand has been on the back burner because, again, I've mentioned on the channel before on my show or with Jerk's channel that I grew up as a son of a police officer. So I would love to have that police officer in my collection, but I guess there's some reasons that they didn't put it out there yet. So we'll see what happens there.
I feel like I heard that, like, even though they were kind of like downplaying the release of it, it wasn't like a delayed figure or anything. It's just the next one that's going to come from like the first responders line.
Right.
But yeah, I'm thrilled with this thing. Like, it really
Are there jackets or anything removable, David?
No, they're actually articulated. Let me see if I can. They're articulated and segmented. Kenny, make me big.
Yeah.
Kenny,
Yes, please hold on. It takes time, David. It takes time.
Okay, so it has a diaphragm and a waist ball, and this hip piece is like around the hip of the body. So it's well articulated. People were like, "Oh, I bet you're gonna put the fireman in your action figure gay bar," but he's not naked enough for the action figure gay bar. There's not a removable jacket, so like I can't do that.
He's a boy toy, but he's not boy toy worthy.
Exactly. So I mean, there's anywhere that this can go in any collection, whether you have G.I. Joe or not, whether you put it in a Batman display, whether you put it in a Marvel's, like, it's just such a versatile figure. I love that you get 2 diverse heads that you can do with it. I would have even wished for a third, but at least you do get gear that you can put over the faces that can still make them look like people. I think I said last week or prior that I just want them to do like a male and a female of each of these kind of first responders. Like when they do the police officer, let's do a female police officer. When they do, rumors are like an EMT or an astronaut, do a male and female version with multiple heads and like just get a good crew going,
And like you said, David, we always stress a lot of times that the versatility of an action figure is phenomenal. So when you can take an action figure and fudge it onto any shelf in your collection, whether it's the intended company, the intended line, something you want to make it into, it's fantastic because you get that additional versatility for your money. You're not just locked into having something on a certain shelf. So that's a really cool thing with these first responder lines, figures in that line, is you can kind of do whatever you want with them and they're going to fit in different sections of your collection, which is really cool.
Yeah, you're buying not just the figure, you're buying the options, and you're buying like the chance to expand any part of the world that you've built around you, So like
100%.
That's what I really love about that. And like they're so nondescript, they're so generic, but that means that they're so versatile and usable anywhere. So like I'm just like thrilled with those. I've just been taking pictures of them with any character from Marvel that's on fire, Human Torch or Chamber from Generation X. Like,
well, here's the thing. I know the question a lot of collectors will ask is, God forbid there's ever a fire in your home, what do you grab on your way out? And I kind of feel like you're now required to grab the fireman because they'll be saving your whole collection, hopefully. So
exactly,
you don't have a choice anymore. You leave the Galactus, you leave the Sentinel, and you grab the firefighter.
Word.
I'm just staying in the fire with the toys. You know,
just let it all go.
Just
fanning your
let it go.
arms.
It's like when Wolverine got completely, encased in adamantium or whatever. You're just encased in plastic, and that's how it goes down. It's all melts around you, and it's all over.
That's how I want to go.
Yeah, see, exactly.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. Just in time for more pickups.
Is it better?
Just in time.
Okay, good. First of all, I really want to thank you guys for having me on the show. It's nice to be invited.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Justin. We did have a vote while you were gone, and we just did a hostile takeover. So we're happy to have you back here on the channel. You're welcome back anytime after today.
Exactly.
Wow.
Just voted off the island, right?
Yeah.
Week of sleep. Goodbye. No, I'm totally playing, man. Like I was saying, these gentlemen earlier on, dude. For anybody watching who's obviously seeing the issues, these things happen. If you don't have a channel, if you don't run a live stream,
while I was gone, David,
these happen.
Exactly. Yeah, Justin. Just to catch you up to speed, what happened while you were out was David went over his pickups.
That's it.
And now you're up to speed.
That was 2 days ago.
But I also made a custom.
Oh, he made a custom.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
so Cersei.
That hour.
Cersei's in red swimsuit.
Monica Geller as who?
Okay.
Right. Yeah. As Cersei in a red swimsuit. That's all. Now I'm done.
And now we can move to the next. I think you're I don't know if he's
Justin
frozen
is
again.
Speechless. I'll tell you that right now.
Andrew, do you have any pickups this week?
I do. I've got two.
Yeah.
I'll start off. Even though I did not like the show, The Acolyte.
This show? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Kelnaka from Acolyte. Yeah, like I said, I didn't like the show, but I mean, it's a Wookiee Jedi, so why not get this?
Yeah.
It's fair.
But why did they sew the hood?
Oh,
it's not able to actually go over his head?
No. I could probably cut it loose.
Snip it.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Snip it right now.
There's probably a reason, but I think it's a really bad reason. Like, why would you give a hood on a robe that you can't flip? Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
sometimes.
No.
Yeah, don't make sense.
They can sell you another one later that has a hood that goes over, right?
Yeah,
don't fall for it.
Yeah. Don't fall
or buy the scissors at Dollar Tree. It's
that part.
Could do that.
Mm-hmm.
So then my second pickup, I teased it in our chat.
Oh yeah.
It is McFarlane.
It was
just for the record, I was going to say if this is somebody else with Psylocke, I'm going to rage and leave. It's going to be all over.
No, so I actually got something McFarlane, and I told Justin about it earlier. So I've got Cuppy.
Yes.
Cuppy's like a mascot for the channel.
Right.
There's another mascot for the channel. So Cuppy needs a friend.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Captain Carrot.
Yeah, that's the glow one, right?
Yeah, it's the glow in the dark.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
The only thing that's kind of weird is like his legs seem kind of wonky.
That makes sense.
It twists at the ankle, so you can like turn it at the ankle to angle which direction his feet go in.
Like that.
Yeah. You can kind of course correct the legs if they're.
I'm new to McFarlane, so I'll figure it out eventually.
I low key want to see you post a photo of him pointing at like Cobra Commander and him pointing back at him, just like menacingly staring at one another. Like, what universe are you from? And why aren't you in 6-inch scale?
Yeah. Who are you? Yeah.
Very nice. Welcome to the McFarlane team.
You just you got here just in time.
You're coming in at a bit of a low point.
Welcome, and we apologize.
I saw that your card earlier. They showed who you had on the channel. I saw you had Pack on here. He's a good dude. I like Pack.
Yeah.
Obviously, Toy Gain's a good friend of mine. Oh, yeah. I kind of gauged my McFarlane like sadness based on the two of their reactions because they're the two biggest McFarlane DC collectors that I'm friends with. So they both took it relatively well. So I'm happy for those guys that they're hanging in there because they're both good guys, good dudes.
Absolutely. That's a good point. Like when.
Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, go. It's your channel.
Oh, sorry. I never know when I'm frozen or not. I was just going to say, here's the thing. With any line, you take the good with the bad. But we like to pick on McFarlane, and it's got a lot of faults. a lot of faults, but he's also put out some bangers. He's put out some really good figures, whether you want to admit it or not, Alexi.
I mean, look at
that. So, no, never admitting it. Never admitting it. I mean, Captain Carrot's good enough, right? He gave me 3 different versions of Captain Carrot. The man's God. Okay, that's it. All right. All right. Okay.
Well, we know your price.
No idea how much of that actually came across.
Hopefully none.
3 Captain Carrots, actually. Yeah.
All right. So Justin,
who has it going?
Who's up next? Lexi, myself, and you.
Yeah, let's do
I can
Lexi.
go. I only
Let's
have
see
the
if
one.
StreamYard will let me. Will it let me pilot? Oh, there we go. It worked.
All right. So I finally got in something that many of us in the Legends community wanted to make happen, but some of us in the Legends community, some shameful group of us, didn't want it to happen. So Ramen Toys went along and they made it happen. And so I finally got my Ramen Racer. This is the Inferno package, which is basically the Robbie Reyes version of his Ramen Racer. You can get a few. You can get like a General Lee. You can get just like a straight up muscle car if you're really into family. But if you'll notice on my version, unfortunately, the right side of the vehicle, I don't know if it's the left side for you, but this side of the vehicle had some issues with the connector for the fire pieces. And if you look really closely at that wheel there, you can see that there's a peg hole where a peg would go. And then there's an additional peg hole where a peg has broken off inside.
Wow. Oh, no.
Yeah. So that was a little frustrating. Again, that's what it's supposed to look like. And that has happened. Now, over on this side, you'll see 2 peg holes that are empty, and that's because one of them was drilled. The dimensions don't fit the peg of the fire effect, so I wasn't even able to get the fire effect into this wheel, and then the fire effect on this wheel, it broke off. So I think this slot is also too small for the peg. Whereas, and it's not even hard on the other side. They come out like very smoothly, buttery even.
So we know which way you're going to be putting that on your shelf. Which side's exposed. Yeah,
that's absolutely right, because that's how I had it. It's facing like the wall, but just so the flame effects show.
Nobody will ever know but you. Nobody will ever know but you. Just forget about it. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Everything else on the vehicle is amazing. Like the electronics and the sound, they work beautifully. In fact, I have a USB-C here plugged into my phone, and there's no way to change the volume of the sound that comes out of it, but it's pretty good.
It's making police car sounds right there.
I think that's outside my window. Sorry, guys.
They were just saving me from the Ollie's parking lot. That's all that was. As long as they don't start hearing chirps in the background from anybody's smoke detector, we're fine. That's our bit over at the Thursday show. We have a bit with the smoke detector chirp. So,
well, I guess we're in more danger because the lights and the sounds aren't even activating. But that could be because I have a different cable. Let's try the actual cable that came with it. Okay, it works.
There we go.
So the lights work,
Nice.
and
Cool.
I don't know if you can see the dash. I can't see from that side. Like the dash lights.
There we go. Perfect.
Look really good. And then I'm going to activate the sound, which you can't. It just goes on a loop, and it's really loud. You guys hear that?
No.
I picked up when it first kicked on. I heard it.
Yeah, I think my headphones are drowning out the extra sound, but it's super loud. The lights look great. Everything else on the car looks fantastic. It's well constructed. The doors open up. This is a Mezco figure, which is even a little bit oversized for 112, and I was still able to get him in there like touching the steering wheel. Everything else is really cool on the car. So I already reached out to Ace over at Ramen, and I hope that they can just send me replacements for these 2 fire effects or wheels. But everything else, I like it a lot.
And I'm not sure who it was. I saw a comment pop up that said Ace will make it right, that he'll reach out to you and get back to you on that.
If you haven't tuned into the Friday stream from Encounter Culture, I have not had a good experience recently with reaching out to vendors over email, regardless of how nice I was being. So,
but
hopefully,
Ace is a good guy. Ace will take care
Yeah.
of you, Alexi. He
Yeah.
seems
It's sick. I
really
love it.
down to earth.
Yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
I just need those 2 fire effects, but other than that, amazing.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool pickup.
Oh yeah. There's always going to be issues with stuff off the production line, and it's just more obvious for like a smaller run with something like that. But
Yeah.
he'll make it right. He'll make it right. All
That's
right,
right.
Kenny.
That's right.
So Kenny, before you go, I gotta say, I
Yeah.
love that. I mean to tell you this. I love the Indiana Jones poster in the background there. It's a great poster right there.
yes,
The Last Crusade. That's awesome.
To me, that's the best Indiana Jones movie. Look,
It was the last one. It was the last one they made.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the last one they made.
Nothing happened.
They've never made anything after that. It just ended.
Just ended right there. Nice and happy story. We all moved on with our lives. Nothing weird has happened.
Sexy
No
shirtless
aliens.
Indiana.
No aliens. No time travel. Nothing. It just ended with them riding off into the sunset, which somebody really should have said. That's how it should have ended.
Beautiful moment indeed.
If only. Kenny.
Yes. So
what Superman figure did you pick up this week?
Here's another look at the red cyborg Superman that's I still don't have, but I think the next time I'm on, well, probably not the next time I'm on because I'll be in San Diego next week, but the next time I'm back in this chair, I believe I'll have it. So the saga hopefully has come to an end. But I did get some Superman this week, of course.
Ooh,
so
there they are. The good old the Target reset provides. There it is.
That's right. So Spin Master has put out these retro carded. So I got everybody. Lois is there. Lex is there.
It's based on the movie?
Marlon Brando, he's there.
Yeah, Marlon Brando is hanging out. I did not get the variant though, so that's all right. Why would I need that? But that's the Superman pickup for this week.
And Kenny, will those be displayed on a wall, or will you actually open those up? Like, what's your plan?
That's a good question. So I have like the stairway coming down is just all Superman stuff. So like posters, figures, art, whatever. I'm debating on whether I want to display those just in the box, sort of in that space, or if I'm going to open them up. I don't really like figures of this scale necessarily. They're just kind of nice to have for displays sometimes, but I think I'm leaning towards keeping them on the card because I do the same with like the superpowers. I don't open those up. They just remain in the box. So,
and because my ADHD is kicking in, I apologize. I also love the Beetlejuice in the background there on the wall as well. My girlfriend, Tizzle, Alyssa, is a huge Beetlejuice fan, has an entire Beetlejuice collection, which I'll show in a future video. There she is in the chat. She's watching from upstairs at Bruno, our little boy.
Yeah, those 2 shelves are all Beetlejuice up there. So you've got like the Dante's Inferno room is right there, and then just a bunch of Beetlejuice stuff all around. There's even a giant like sandworm cardboard cutout going.
Yeah, I see
there.
That's awesome. Yeah, she's huge into it as well. So much respect on the. I won't say his name anymore because he might appear. So
yeah. We're getting close to the limit there, but yeah. So that's my favorite movie of all time. Like between that and Labyrinth, I mean, I have a lot of stuff from those 2 movies.
And Superman Quest for Peace.
Not enough figures for Superman. I'm still waiting for a Nuclear Man out there.
Where are the Spin Master figures for the 4th movie?
Just saying. Hey, look, give them time. We all know it's coming. G.I. Joe pickups. Okay, so got Copperhead and Beachhead. Lots of head this week. So
whoa, hey. Kenny's getting all the head this week.
And then for some Legends pickups, continuing the 97 backtrack. So Gambit did come in. And then I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry, but you already saw it, so it's not a surprise. But,
good night, everybody. Nice being here.
And that's the show. That's the show. All right.
Hopefully tomorrow. Again, contingencies on contingencies on contingencies. Hopefully for tomorrow. So.
And that's the pickups for this week.
Fun pickups, man.
Ooh,
Are you dropping a review, Kenny, of the Psylocke set?
Yeah, I was going to do that today, but it arrived like 45 minutes before. Well, I guess maybe a little bit more. I posted something like an hour or so before the stream, so not enough time.
It happens, man. I went through my own live streams on the channel in the past. It seems like that's when it always happens.
Yeah.
You have something scheduled, for the channel, and then something rolls in there. You're like, I really gotta get this out quick because it's the quick and the dead, right? It's the quick and the dead when it comes to those reviews. I once got super lucky and found, you showed off that Gambit X-Men 97. I got super lucky and found the Wolverine X-Men 97 at a Walmart way early.
Yeah.
And my reviews is just me talking. Again, it's not my reviewing ability whatsoever, but I found it so early in a store that it popped off and got like a crazy amount of views. And it's because I found it early. So it's, unfortunately with the reviews, it's one of those things, unless you have a really strong fan base behind your channel, like Dan, who, for instance, can probably review anything at any given time and it's going to get views. Whereas you find something early or get it early from Canada, you're gonna do better than you are otherwise. It's just how it goes,
Exactly. So like I'll end up recording it tomorrow, posting it tomorrow, but by that point there'll be like 300 reviews available for the set, right? Because everybody has been out today or received it today or got it from Australia already. So
well, Kenny, it'll do better than my review because mine won't be out until probably like Monday if I even get it.
Fair enough.
When Tim goes out and doesn't find it tomorrow, he can come home and watch the review that you post.
Exactly. And I will play my violin and cry as I watch. Yeah. It's my cheese and my wine,
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, Tim. You'll find it. I'm putting it out there right now. I'm putting it out there in the universe. You'll find it in your first stop tomorrow.
Positive vibes. Yes, positive vibes, right?
Positive vibes. Because I am aware of time and I'm aware of my technical issues. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save my pickups for later. We're gonna get to Tim. Because I've accidentally, you ever accidentally have a lot of pickups? Like just a lot of toys just show up.
Every week.
I had like one thing last week, David. Okay,
that's kind of what we do here.
Yeah.
I haven't unboxed anything since one or two things, but not many things since the move. The stack of clearance things and stuff. Again, this is tip of the iceberg, but that's laying in my toy room, which I'm working on, is out of control right now. I'm going to do hopefully a big unboxing video sometime soon. But I feel you, man. Like it can very quickly add up that you're like, I need to open some stuff. Otherwise, I'm that guy that has a problem otherwise, I
actually have a question for you, Tim, since we're asking about backgrounds. Is that a cat climbing wall in the corner over your shoulder there behind Professor X and Banshee? Or
it is not. So this is in our basement, our new home. It's a tiki bar. Yeah. So I already said I couldn't see what it was. So a girlfriend Alyssa Tizzle.
Oh, it's netting. I see it.
She loves two things. She loves Beetlejuice and tiki stuff. She was like a tiki conventions and things. So she literally has a tiki bar that we decided to put in this corner, which I never realized how clutch would be in my toy video YouTube channel, because I've been streaming in front of this for quite a while now while I'm still putting the toy room together. So yeah, that's like netting, and it lights up actually, which is pretty nice. I don't have it lit up because the backlighting is a little bit too much for when I'm doing a stream. So
nice. Perfect little display back behind you. You just put up like the pickups of the week behind you, right?
Mixed it up, a couple things behind, and on Sunday evenings, I've been trying to dedicate videos to updating and telling people my journey with the toy room, putting figures on display, so on and so forth. So if anyone wants to check that out, they can see what's been going on. Also kind of had a whole septic flood issue over here, which was a whole thing, which I won't go into, but if you want to check out the video on my channel, it's there. So
all right. Yeah, everybody.
Situation.
If for some reason you're subscribed to this channel and you have not checked out Disavowed Action Figures, the link is in the description down below. Go sub to Tim and follow him on Instagram to stay up to date on all his posts. If you like just a cool laid back dude that toy hunts, he's on Yojo Jerk's channel. On he does so many live streams, but Tim's on there once a week.
He works his butt off. Him and Gaines, man. They're on Mondays and Wednesdays, sometimes random Saturdays. I'm fortunate enough to hang out those guys on Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Angelo, Yojo Jerk, and Skelly are good friends. So, and they're also on Mondays. So sometimes I do a Monday show. I try to let that breathe. They have a good working group going on Mondays with rotating guests. So I try not to infiltrate on a Monday too often. But
gotcha. We need a good toy live stream like every night of the week. And then there's some weeks where some days you have like 3 different people streaming at the same time.
Dude, within 2 or 3 years, man, it's good for everybody. But I remember when I used to do a live show on Wednesdays, live at 7:05 when I first got into this. That's how I started on Instagram before I got YouTube. And then there weren't as many shows. And now, like you were just saying, Justin, there are so many awesome collectors who are doing streams. There's a live stream every day of the week. And with people like Dan Hu and people across, the world, not just the country, there could be stuff on during the day, different time zones. There's always something to watch now, which is fun.
And to that point, Mega Powers is out on 2 live streams this evening. Toy Gains is over on Rowdy Riles, and Tim is here with us. So.
Yep, and I think those guys tomorrow night, I can't recall who, I think it was with AO, I can't think of his name, I'm sorry, I'm blanking. AO Frankie, I think it is. Both those guys are hanging out them tomorrow. So they work hard, man. They're working their butts off streaming. So they're good dudes, and they're putting the time in, just like you guys are. You guys are doing a great job putting the time in as well.
Appreciate that, man. It's fun seeing cross-pollination, like somebody from this channel on that channel, and it's really fun seeing people out of their own environment, because like when you're hosting or attempting to host like I am tonight, I'm trying, my internet's fighting me, it's like a different mode, really. Like Kenny, you and Tim can attest to this. When you're hosting is very different from being like a guest on somebody else's channel. It's completely different.
Half the time I have to host this channel, so
exactly. The check's in the mail, Kenny. The check's
just you could be more right. And again, shout out to Jerk, because I ran my own show, my own live streams on my channel. Jerk, started coming on with me early on for a couple of the old shows I used to do, and you're spinning a lot more plates. Like going on Thursdays with those guys and with Skelly is amazing for me, because I just show up, have fun, and talk toys, and they're running the show. Just like tonight. You guys are running the show. I'm not looking at comments. I'm not trying to play videos. I'm not trying to play, pre-cuts. I'm just here to have fun. So I appreciate that. And again, for people who are watching, if you haven't ran your own show, it's not an easy thing to do. I suggest trying it, but there's a lot going on, whether it's internet tech issues, whether it's just knowing what buttons to click, and it's multitasking beyond galore. So, shout out to you guys and to Justin and to everybody who does it, because it's not easy. You're doing a lot behind the scenes people don't even know you're doing.
And what's really fun is when StreamYard decides to update and moves everything. That's really fun. I love it.
I know Brian dealt with that on Yojo Jerk. I haven't done a live stream on StreamYard in a while, so I know all the buttons get moved along, and you get used to something. It's like when Instagram updates. Why do they do that? You know where all the buttons are. Why screw with you? Like, I want to know where the buttons are all the time. Make it consistent, folks,
Yep. It's a pain, but something that you do, Tim. So you live stream, you're a guest on you're a co-host on several shows. You've been on Infinity Equation, Yojo Jerk, but your bread and butter on your channel is the toy hunts. And there are a lot of great toy hunters out there. There's there's Art G, there's a lot, but I really enjoy your videos because you're down to earth. You hit all the big stores, but you also hit the discount stores. Like you and Art have a lot of discount stores out there near you guys. What made you decide because you've obviously collected for a long time, what made you decide while you were out looking for toys that, hey, I should turn my camera on and really just record some of this and start uploading it on YouTube?
Well, first, much love to Archie. He's such a great guy. He's also here in Pennsylvania, as I am. If people aren't familiar with my channel, I'm in Pennsylvania.
Everyone is. Everyone's up there.
Art is a great dude. He was kind of like my mentor for YouTube. I fell in, just like a lot of us during pandemic times, watching a lot of channels, and eventually dabbled with Instagram, and started watching Art here in PA. And I reached out to him, and I just said, hey, like, how does YouTube go? Is it worth it? So on and so forth. And much like I know you've given props out to Dan Hu for encouraging you on your journey, and everybody else here, shout out to him for doing a great job at his channel. Art just did a great job of kind of just giving me great information and just being a friendly guy. And I thought, you know what, I'll take his advice and I'll kind of dip a toe in the YouTube universe. And it kind of, again, started on Instagram, and I kind of got practice on Instagram, I guess. And I eventually moved on to the YouTube thing. And my take on it is if I'm in stores already, I might as well just video it and go from there. And something I'd be remiss if not mentioning it is that I have a sports background where I coached varsity volleyball for about 16 years. Did a lot of announcing for varsity sports as a high school varsity announcer. So the speaking thing kind of was part of what I was doing, which is, I apologize, I'm monopolizing talking so much now, but it's kind of my thing. So doing commentary was always part of my background, whether it was coaching or announcing different varsity sports. So it kind of all just kind of came together, seeing what Art was doing and watching other channels that were really taking off during those pandemic years. And I thought, why not? And then I got out of coaching for different reasons. And I thought, this is my new hobby. I put a lot of time into coaching, and now I have all this time that I never had before. So I might as well just kind of give it a shot. And thankfully it's been a rewarding experience.
Oh, yeah. And something that sticks out about you and watching your videos is you're just one of the most courteous people out there. Like in your video, you're like, oh, I'm going to look at this section because there were kids or there's people over in that section and everything. You're not just over there like, like some of these guys, like Kenny, if he decided to start video, he would just from that kid to the floor, move it, kid.
Look, man, I'm trying to get through. Okay.
I gotta record, man. Yeah. Look, kid.
There's only one ultra red platinum Superman per case.
Yeah.
Kid.
Look, I won't get physical with anybody in the aisle unless it's that red cyborg Superman. It's the only thing I cannot find. All right, so I will have to throw some bows.
We all have our breaking points. It happens.
Yeah.
Kenny's going to take that 10-year-old to Suplex City and just
look, child, you will not appreciate this. Okay, you don't even know what this is, man. Everything else is
I
yours.
joke.
Everything else.
I joke, but if a 10-year-old did run by you, Kenny, in the middle of a Target, like, Mom, look what I found. I got a dumb-looking Superman. Can I get it? I think you would like.
I might be offended.
Yeah. Red Rover, you just got clotheslined. Yeah.
But Tim, I've heard you mention before,
That's
and
why
I think
I wear red
any of
shirts
us
to
on
Target.
YouTube. There you go. I'm an employee.
Sorry,
actually,
this is actually street dated. I have to take that from you.
Oh.
But Tim, I'm surprised to hear. So you're one of the nicest people on YouTube, honestly. I see you in everybody's chat. You're supportive of everyone. And your slogan is to be courteous at the end of your videos. Be kind, be courteous. But people still, no matter who you are on YouTube, there will be people that hate on you in the comments and everything. And I don't understand how anyone can hate on you, because you mentioned it. I think it was on one of Yojo Jerk streams, somebody talking crap in the comments or something, and that just absolutely blows my mind. Is that you're got to be getting close to like 8K subs at this point? Do you find that as your channel gets bigger, like these people that are coming and watching your videos, are like the negative comments, is it stacking, or is it just like the same people that just hate watch for no reason?
Honestly, I think that we were talking earlier, sidebar. I don't like to give a whole lot of daylight to people who make it their goal to be negative regarding comments and things. I just think you never know what's going on in somebody's life. Somebody could be having a bad day, a bad week. It could be something as little as you found something I wanted and I couldn't get it.
Red Cyborg Superman.
Psylocke and Thanos. It could be anything. So I really try to tell myself, instead of getting angry, I don't know what that person is going through. I also don't know what their situation is. There could be people who have different issues in their lives that they're dealing with that I'm blessed not to deal with. So I really try not to get angry and take it in stride. And ultimately, If somebody's going to put me on blast, I'm on YouTube. I understand that's how things go. It's part of the game. I've gotten better, I think, at not taking it personally and just understanding that there is a reason they left that comment, and just essentially saying, hey, thank you for watching. Your comment helped push the algorithm. More people saw this because of what you commented. And I really try not to interact beyond that, because although having an ongoing argument might provide more comments for your video, which means the algorithm pushes it further, it doesn't matter that much to me. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to engage in that type of behavior online with people that are complete strangers. So I just try to let it roll off my back and just say, you know what, whatever, I triggered you in some capacity for whatever the reason might be. Have a great day. Good luck with the rest of your life. I'm just going to move on and enjoy my life. So
yeah.
How about
hear that, Andrew? Andrew, you can stop leaving nasty comments on Tim's videos now.
I knew it was you all along, Andrew.
How about how large, or like in what capacity is that section of your audience growing as your subscribers grow? Is it equal to that? Like from 6 to 8,000, are you seeing an equal increase in the people that are still leaving mean-spirited comments, or do you feel like it lessens as you get more subscribers?
I'm very fortunate to have a lot of great people who do watch the videos, especially live when they debut, which I'm very thankful for, because everybody is very busy. We all have something going on in our lives that, if you're putting time into watching something that I put out on YouTube, I appreciate that time people are putting in. And a lot of times the nice thing is the positivity of people tends to outweigh the negativity. To your question, Alexi, I haven't seen an uptick in negativity. Obviously, from when I first started out, when I was building towards 1,000, or I didn't monetize till 2,000 subs. My girlfriend hollered at me for that one, but I just kind of felt like I was jinxing it or something. So I held off on monetization for a long time. But I haven't seen really too strong of an uptick in things. Part of it probably is because of the fact it's a toy hunt channel. I'm not sharing as many opinions most of the time. Typically, it's here's what's here. This is what I'm seeing. Versus when you're doing a live stream, if you're sharing a lot of opinions, if you're opining on a lot of things, you're going to trigger people more often. So typically I have the same 3 or 4 or 5 people hitting a thumbs down, which I love to thank them and say, guess what? Your thumbs down is equal to a thumbs up. Thank you for doing that.
Man, I tell you, opinions get some feelings hurt, especially when you do a grading, not a tier ranking live stream, a mid-year grading, everybody.
I heard that triggered some people when I listened to your show a couple days ago from last week. I noticed multiple times you made sure to get it out there, like just reminding you what this was meant to be, not what you think it was.
It's fine. And man, around here, like, I encourage different opinions. I don't want to be in an echo chamber. I don't want everybody here to collect the same thing and feel the same way. I welcome opinions. My opinion is you don't have to agree with what I think. As long as you respect what everybody thinks, you don't have to agree with it. And that makes for just, I don't know, a better experience overall. Like how Andrew absolutely hates Mayfex and wishes they would go out of business, and Alexi would die for Mayfex, and the fact that we can have them both here, it's just great. And, and how David keeps buying out every red cyborg Superman he finds and just tossing it in the basement just to keep them from finding
not
their way
even the
towards
basement. They're probably in the bay or something. I don't know.
But yeah, that's there's a lot of opinions out there, and a lot of people don't like those opinions. But at the same time, nobody says you have to agree with it, right? So,
and that's kind of my thing with YouTube is that everybody has their own way of doing things. People are very quick to. My big thing, I don't like tribalism. I'm a pro wrestling fan, and I don't like tribalism between companies, so on and so forth. So I really don't feel comfortable when people attack really anybody's channel, because everybody likes something different. And my take on it is, if you don't like something, just don't watch it. If I don't like somebody's takes on something, I don't need to necessarily attack that person. That's how they feel. I feel a certain way too. So, ultimately, thank you, Green Idol. But I wouldn't agree with that, but thank you. But ultimately, it's one of those things where everybody has their own view on things. And when you have something like YouTube, people share their opinions. And discourse is always going to happen, regardless of what fandom you're talking about. But you need to be respectful to people as best that you can. And ultimately, just, again, everybody's got their own way of doing things. So it's just how it is with YouTube. Everybody likes a certain type of thing, but my ultimate take on it is if I'm getting anxiety from watching something, I'm just not going to watch it. I'm not going to attack it. I'm just not going to watch it.
Yeah.
That was something that Ryan Ting was really good at. Is that when people would ask him about negative comments towards like the wave that they were promoting or maybe what they had
Negative
announced,
comments?
on the internet,
No.
he would always respond with like, "I know they're commenting because they care," you know, and that was like that's such a great way to like de-escalate any high-strung comment about like dislike or any kind of fault. Is like, I know you're engaging because you care about what we're talking about, so we can at least agree on that and then move forward from there. Which
I know it's going to seem like I'm kissing a lot of butt to Ryan Ting tonight, which I'm sure people will complain about, but I don't really care at this point in my life. But I used to love watching him when they were doing interviews at the different cons, because anytime Dwight would talk, Dwight's not a marketer, right? Dwight's the designer, right? So Dwight would be discussing something, and I'm watching Ryan's face, and it's like that scene from The Hangover where he's playing cards at the casino and all the numbers are being shown behind his head. He was like analyzing every word that everybody would say in the event, and he had to jump in and do some sort of like damage control. And I really, over time, after getting to speak with him on IE back in the day, appreciated his professionalism, because he was so great with everybody, even if they weren't necessarily supportive or polite, but he would always be on. Like, he's always watching, listening, paying attention. And he was very, very good at what he does, because you can tell he's always waiting, calculating, analyzing, what do I need to say? And I feel like if you're a YouTuber, that's also a good skill to have, because you never want to have a knee-jerk reaction. You want to be even keel, that if somebody does put a negative comment out there, you don't immediately spit fire at that person. Let it simmer, think about it, because what you're putting out there, somebody's going to screenshot and it's there forever. So there's a nice correlation there, I feel like, between marketing and running your own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, you're just marketing yourself in this scenario, right? So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's where Dan Hu faults is, as soon as someone critiques him, he's like very quick to just call them a wanker and then block them.
Oh my gosh.
And
and then he hates
that's
on
how
Jada,
he was. Right? Yeah, that's how he was to Jada. Actually, he just he DM'd June and he said, "You're a wanker. I hate your company." And then
so that's why they were the Toy Migos. I get it now. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also found out that Dan doesn't like the Superman movies, so now I have beef. So I thought we were friends, Dan.
Boycott.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I did love how he did that. Dan did his members only like unboxing stream today. I didn't catch the whole like back half of it, so I had to go see an Andrew about a freezer. But I love how that stream is on a Saturday afternoon. It was like a direct answer to your stream on Friday, Kenny, of Christopher Allen and Alexi saying he has all this stuff in the box and he hasn't opened any of it, and he's like, screw it, made up a graphic and a stream and everything just to unbox the stuff.
Just to unbox stuff.
It was a good idea, right, Dan? It was a good idea.
You're welcome.
The check is the check in the mail, Alexi? Is it in the mail?
It is not. If I've learned one thing, the check is never in the mail.
I don't know. After the conversion rate, it'll be 3 pennies anyway. So
exactly.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So, Tim, let's see. We've got about 15 more minutes with you here, right?
I can go a little bit longer since we started a little bit later. It's okay.
Don't let us hold
also I have my alarm set for the possible 11 p.m. Eastern Standard possible pre-order of Thanos. So I can go a little longer to accommodate. That's okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
He gave us an early time in case he didn't like us. But now that we've eased into things, he's like, I can hang out.
And we'll know how it's going. Andrew's been talking so much smack that I'm getting ready to leave, but
can't help he's just messaging it to me here. And Andrew, that is rude. That is rude, first of all. Okay. Gosh, you don't have to say it like that. So Tim, I do have some questions here, and we'll get to the big grand finale question right before you have to go. I'm going to say.
Oh, I know what that is already, so I'm well prepared.
I might throw you a curveball. You don't know. Okay, you never know. But so seeing you hunt and everything, you always talk about staying in your lane. But I know as a collector, we always veer out a little bit. We might change lanes when we're not supposed to, and also our collections always evolve. So right now, currently, what would you classify as in Tim's lane? What are you really collecting?
Marvel Legends will always be my bread and butter. It's what got me into collecting. Again, obviously, when I was younger, I collected a lot of toy lines, so on and so forth. But Marvel Legends will always be number one. Honestly, as you mentioned, kind of veering a little bit, I was very, very much in on classified and military during the pandemic and coming out of it. And at a certain point, I just kind of got out of military, not for any bad reasons, just kind of did. That used to be my number two. But I would say right now, to be honest, probably Jada Street Fighter and Jack's Pacific Simpsons really pulled me in. And a number four would be anything fun and cool that's on clearance or on sale.
Yeah.
Because, all the stores I'm in, if it's cheap, not that I'm always playing a long game, but if it's something I can find that looks really awesome, that's at a Target or is sitting at a clearance price, or a bargain store, for instance, the Biker Mice from Mars, I wouldn't have bought them at $30 a piece because I had no connection to them, but $8 a piece, I'm going to take a flyer on those. So, I get out of my lane if I find something on a really good deal or whatever. I try not to buy into internet hype too much. Like I watch everybody's videos as much as I can, but I don't base my purchasing habits on what everybody is saying. I try not to. Those are my top three. And then, like I said, if something's on clearance or I can get a good deal on it and I want to give it a shot, I'll get it. And if I like it, then I might buy something at full price that comes down the road from that,
Yeah. See, everyone's picking up all these Biker Mice for $8. I'm that chump that bought them at full price because I have a lot of nostalgia for them. I have a lot of nostalgia.
And you were saying earlier, Justin, while you were restarting, that's going to happen. You don't know with this toy game. Like you can play the long game on something and it could work out for you, or you could completely miss out and have to spend triple what it was worth originally. There's no way of knowing with this. There's no way of knowing.
Yeah, definitely. So Tim, you pick up, I don't want to say a lot. I mean, we all pick up a lot, right? And throughout all your toy hunts and everything you've picked up, we know there's one thing you're hoping to get tomorrow. But what would you say would be your favorite pickup so far this year?
Ooh, man. Favorite pickup of this year. That's a tough one, man. I didn't pregame for that one. I should have known you were going to ask it. I'm probably going to say the Marvel Legends ROM Space Knight. That thing, I have no connection to ROM. I didn't read the comics. I misspoke in my review of it, saying that he was a cyborg, and everybody eviscerated me for that, which is fine. It's the internet. I'm sorry, I called him a robot, and was told he's not a robot. But that thing, the amount of care they put into that, the paint job on that thing, the way it moves, that's probably, I'd be shocked if it's not one of my top 3 or 5 figures and Legends of the year. That was a very fun action figure that is front and center on my new Cosmic shelf that I'm building in my toy room.
So someone on Legends was a huge ROM fan. The amount of work they put into that figure.
Yeah.
Huge ROM.
The amount of love and care put into that. And again, I always like to throw it out there. There are obviously a lot of fans of ROM that are out there. That I feel so good for people who are big ROM fans who were able to get that in their hand and say, I've been waiting for something like this for a long time, because the amount of appreciation that I have for it is very high, let alone somebody who has a connection to that fandom. They had to be over the moon with that.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's important that they throw those niche characters in everywhere, whenever they can, like the Crystar figure, like that's going to hit nostalgia for somebody. It missed me. Like it wasn't on my radar, Crystar, but like I agree, the ROM character, the figure is like one of the best this year, just for the amount of detail they put into it. But it's also the same thing like Biker Mice from Mars. Like that's going to hit a nostalgic area for people, but yet a bunch of it is going to go on clearance. Yes, Alexi with the Crystar.
And that was the Void wave, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that wave was a nightmare to get hands on. The Power Princess and everything else. Thankfully, I managed to get my hands on that. But I have to add this though too. Again, people always say I'm too positive, which I'm just going to be me. I don't really give a crap. But I will say this: I'm not a huge fan of stepping down from the Build-A-Figures to the
mini
the little
comics.
comic book thing. Like I get it. At the time, if somebody went back, I probably praised it, saying it was cool early on. But again, as a step down from a Build-A-Figure, it is kind of a letdown. Like I have from I don't know very many Mezcos and such, but actually it might have been a NECA. But I have the Book of the Dead with my Evil Dead figure with Ash.
Nice. Yeah.
It opens up and there's like paintings and things. This is just a piece of plastic with some paint on it. So like I do want to put it out there too that I don't just ultimately walk in a line and support everything Hasbro does, because it might have been a good idea in theory, but in practice, you're not getting bang for your buck at all. So sorry to go on a side tangent there, guys, but I had to put it out there.
And that's right.
Yeah.
You got to know. You gotta, if you're gonna praise it, you gotta also call it out for what it is. When Hasbro, the company they are, and we don't want to get on a huge Hasbro tangent, but it wouldn't be so bad if we didn't turn around and see what, I mean, it's slightly higher price points on some of it, but what Four Horsemen does with their figures, what I unboxed some Savage Crucible the other day, what they're doing, what I've gotten a few Valaverse figures here lately, and the accessories, oh my God, you get a ton. Slightly higher price point, but Hasbro's catching up to those indie companies right now.
And I don't even, and honestly, I told you I'm out of military. I don't really collect anything from Valaverse anymore. I have Sergeant Slaughter and Trigger and a couple of them, but ultimately the fact that he's walking prices backwards, like, yeah, you have to give him, whether you like the product, do you like it or not, the fact that he's walking prices backwards versus forwards in a lot of ways, you just have to give him props for that as a company, for giving his consumer such a tip of the hat and such a good thing there. So I gotta put it out there. It's call spade a spade, you know?
Yeah.
I've recently fallen in love with I picked up the Vanguard, which is an awesome vehicle for that price.
It's been on my radar. I've been kicking it around, man. Space, and I got out of vehicles, but that thing looks so nice.
Tim, here's the thing: you never run out of floor space. Never run out of floor space.
It's ironic because in our new home, I have way more space than I had in my apartment that I was in for the last X amount of years. But I still try to be mindful. Like vehicles, it was just something that I was like, as awesome as they are, I wanted to personally draw the line somewhere. And for me, just saying no vehicles was an easy way to save money and also space. But you're right. If you really want to find a way to wedge it in there, you always can.
I think Jay's Toy Collection UK posted a picture in one of the group chats earlier.
He finds new and creative ways
on the wall. He just started hanging McFarlane Batmobiles on the wall, like going up the wall.
It took all my willpower to not get the Dragonfly HasLab. I was pretty much out on Joe's at that point, like unless I found them on clearance or something crazy, or again on Ollie's or a Ross find. But when I passed on that was a really big step in that direction for me, where mentally I was like, if I didn't get that, I don't need other vehicles in the future, because that one I really struggled over whether or not I wanted to support that and get that, and I ultimately decided not to.
Kenny
you have no Batmobiles at all.
What?
No Batmobiles. Well, even the Joker mobile, whatever it's called, I saw that for $18 the other day.
Worth it.
Yeah. Well, and again, like I was like $18, I got to get it, and I was like, no. I got to stick to my guns. We all have our lines in the sand, and I know if I step over that line, it's going to very, very quickly go the other direction. So,
what about the motorcycles?
I still have the Marvel Legends Captain America, like World War II one. I still have my G.I. Joe Coil, and I still have all three Ghost Riders. One's not open. Cosmic, the original they put out Toys R Us days. Okay. So those are on a shelf to themselves. So those I can't part with, but that's kind of where I was like, I'm done. Like I even had a G.I. Joe classified, what's it called? The Bubble. Trouble Bubble?
Yeah.
I pre-ordered a Trouble Bubble, and it was in my collection for quite a while. I never opened it. And eventually I just purged it. I'm like, I just can't keep going down the direction. Yeah. So
you're not getting the bikes for the biker mice then?
No, I passed on those. In one shot, I could have picked up all 3 bikes, all 3 figures for around like $80 I think it would have been 20, 40, 60. Yeah, like around 84, $85. And I said, just getting the figures, not getting the bikes.
You don't need the bikes. It's not like it's in the name or anything.
But they're biker mice, man.
Shout out to Mike Hext in the chat. He found Vinny and Throttle's bikes for me on clearance and shipped them out to me.
Nice.
So I still need motos.
I actually got all 3 biker mice for full price retail from Collecting Rush. He found them in Florida. He sent them to me. I paid for the shipping. I had them for a week or 2, and then I was like, I don't think my connection to them is strong enough, especially without the bikes. So I ended up selling them on. So when people are like, "Oh, I found the mice for $8 each, and then I found their motorcycles for free," I'm like, "What? What the fuck?"
Well, there you go, Lexi. Lexi, for those prices, would you consider picking it all up again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, I would get all 6, like all 3 mice, all 3 bikes. I would probably drop like 60 to 100 on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like
the real reason I bought them, I really wanted those chili dogs. That's the only reason I got them. So $8 chili dogs. You can't go wrong. I'm just going to take the biker mice and just throw them in the garbage can. Just keep the chili dogs. You know.
Hey man, it's better than spending $300 on that HasLab to get some
sausages or whatever else they come with. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so I've got my last question. I'm saving it. We've got a little more time left with Tim, so I'm gonna turn it over to you guys. And Kenny, we'll start at the top. We'll work down to Andrew because Andrew's got a seething question brewing.
Oh, he does.
Instead of leaving it in the comments, Andrew, you can say it to his face now. So Kenny,
well, I guess the question I always like to ask is, so something that doesn't exist in toys and action figures, an IP, a license, whatever property that you really want to see in action figure form. Now, it could be something that's never existed or something that existed, decades ago that just hasn't been brought back. What is something in that area that you're like, man, this is a hole in my collection. It would be the greatest thing if they made X.
So the early days. So when Brian and Angelo kicked off the Mega Powers Toy Podcast, we were the original 3. We had a shtick we would do, or a segment of the channel we came up with, which was what's a dream action figure line that hasn't been created. So I've thought about this a lot over multiple years doing that show. And every now and again, it comes back into my brain that I'm like, what would be something cool? So I can't think how you just phrased it, EC. It was like something I need or something that's essential. I can't quite say this is essential.
Yeah.
But recently this popped into my brain. I really don't know why. I think it'd be really cool for nostalgia purposes if we were to get a 6-inch action figure line of classic Nickelodeon sitcom characters. So I'm talking like I'm talking like Salute Your Shorts, Bobby Budnick. I'm talking like, hey dude, give me a Danny. Like, and it doesn't have to be dedicated just to those shows.
Yeah.
Like one of those kind of lines where in one wave you get like 1 or 2 characters from each TV show. Like give me is that Mark Summers from Double Dare?
Yeah. Okay.
Give me these like.
Would that include like Alex Mack?
I never watched that, so I think I tapped out before then. But it could, because it's going to attach other people's nostalgia buttons.
Yeah.
But I feel like all those classic shows that a lot of us watched. Again, I'm 42, so if you're around that age, anybody watching, any of those shows we grew up watching as kids, give me like this would never happen, but a Keenan and Kel from all that. Yeah. Going way back, Roundhouse. You guys remember Roundhouse on Nickelodeon? It was like a sketch comedy show. Do a deep dive there, or even like the game shows, Nick Arcade,
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That's the one I was just thinking of. Legends. Give me a Build-A-Figure with the freaking rock guy.
A play set.
Play set. Like I know it's random, and I don't even know if I even buy it, but like that would be neat for me. I'd be like, that's kind of cool to have this whole fleshed out live action Nickelodeon kind of thing going on your shelf that would hit those nostalgia buttons for people around our age and that they're going after nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a whole world there that's just untapped, right?
Yeah,
so
100%, man. And again, companies love making money, so you might as well throw your opportunity out there and see what happens. You know,
it's okay. Ooh. Super 7 will do it for like $65 a piece.
Oh, don't get me going on that.
Well, the playset will be like 600. So
each one will come with GAC, and
perfect.
There you go. Yeah.
Perfect.
You can go all the way back to like, You Can't Do That on Television, the Canadian show they used to have on there, where it was like you said, I don't know, and he got slimed or splashed with water. Like, hopefully somebody's watching, getting these references. I'm not just the only person, but.
Home dude in the chat, Mesco Bob Barker, please, Price is Right bid accessory stand. That would be amazing.
and don't forget, Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out like next week. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Now's the time to strike while the iron's hot.
I mean, that would actually be a really good line, like game show hosts. So like Alex Trebek with like a Jeopardy stand.
Only if you get swappable heads, so you get the mustache era and the clean shaven era.
Right. Richard Dawson.
Yeah.
Place set with
Family
each
Feud,
one.
or Steve Harvey for Family Feud.
Ray Combs.
You just have to have some background pieces, though. You have to have some background pieces.
Never expected to say Ray Combs tonight in a live stream. I just dropped Ray Combs' name. That's R.I.P. to the second iteration, I think, of that show's host.
Pat Sajak and Vanna White, Wheel of Fortune. Sorry.
Yeah.
One of the most to ever do it.
A grocery store diorama for what was it?
Supermarket Sweep.
Supermarket Sweep. Yeah.
Oh, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. I loved your intro video coming in. I have to say, I binged Righteous Gemstones a couple of months ago.
Yes.
Uncle Baby Billy might be the best character next to Jim Leahy ever created. Like,
good call
I find myself sometimes just going, Uncle Baby Billy is Bible bonkers. Like that. Oh, it's just so good, man. It's so good. Bible bonkers.
After me and my wife binged that, we went back and we watched Vice Principals too.
Oh, that's so good.
That's another really good.
I watched that. It's so good. It's so good.
We need more. We need more.
The only one I've never watched is Southbound and Down. Is that what it's called?
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down. Thank you. I'm sorry. I never watched that, but it's on my list now that I've watched pretty much every single HBO Dan McBride comedy to go back and watch that as well.
The lack of Walton Goggins in that show kills me. That's what kills me.
Yeah.
It's like Will Ferrell plays a character in there when you go back and watch it, Tim, and just picture Will Ferrell's character as Walton Goggins instead, and it would be perfect.
Yep.
So
Goggins is absolutely hilarious. But Righteous Gemstones, he was. I still laugh looking back at the things he did on that show. It was so good.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before on the show, but me and my wife, when we were binging it, it took us a little while to catch it. But we live in South Carolina.
Okay.
So,
you're in the South. Okay.
Yeah. So eventually we caught on to, and was like, holy crap. Because we kept saying like, this really is how it is around here. This really is how it is around here. And eventually one episode we realized.
That's why it took a while for it to
catch and we both realized and looked at each other. Holy shit, this is based in South Carolina. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll leave it at this. I won't keep going on about that show, but I have a friend, very close friend of mine who was hanging out with us today, actually, who was going slowly through watching the show. And I told him that the best thing about that show is there's episodes where you absolutely hate the kids. You hate those three kids. And then there's another episode where you absolutely love those three kids. Yes. So they do such a great job, the storytelling and the plot devices to make you love and hate characters so strongly at the same time is just such good storytelling. And I think McBride was the main writer on that show. So he just did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
And looking at it from the outside looking in, if you haven't watched the show and someone just describes Baby Billy to you, you would think, oh, you hate him. But no, he's the best character. It's hilarious. But you have to watch it to appreciate
he was so good. And the I just said this to my friend earlier today. The character arc from season 1, I mean, all their character arcs are great, but the character arc from season 1 to the final episode for him was just so well done that you just kick back and say, this guy finally found a way to redeem himself after all these missteps and tragedies in his life.
Yeah. I quote Baby Billy on a daily. just around the house.
That's so funny.
Oh, tell my wife, come get these damn kids. That's so Alexi, what's your question for Tim?
Tim, what's your blood type? No. So, Dan Larson over at Toy Galaxy, and I've asked this to guests before. What was the other question? That was like a short question. We started asking people last week. It'll come to me. So Dan Larson over at Toy Galaxy, he has this theory, or not really a theory, but this is like how he views collecting, and that your collection goes through phases or versions, even if we're like analoging it to software. So like you have collection 1.0. That would be my fiance. Alexi pushes kid out of the way at Target. I do. I'm fearless, some would say. Some would also say I'm moralless. Depending on what the goal is, sometimes goals require less morals than other. But whenever we're at Target, it requires less morals.
If the ends justify the means, that's all you gotta.
Exactly. Yes, Machiavelli said it best. So I mentioned earlier that is very justified. I mentioned earlier that I got the biker mice. I played with them a little bit. They were in my collection, and then I sold them. And I've also talked to David a little bit about this. Part of the value of those figures is me being able to experience like having them, and then I like pass them on to another collector, unless of course I feel like I want to keep them on all of these shelves. So my question for you, Tim, is what phase of your collection are you in? How much have you shaved off? How much have you built up? And where do you feel like your versions are at this point in your collecting career?
So with the move we just went through, I knew what I'd be embarking on. I knew that the journey was going to be crazy because just like David has 2,973, my old man eyes, is that correct? Figures on display. If you ever need to move 2,973 figures, it's an undertaking to do it the right way. So in the build up to our move, I had asked myself a lot of hard questions and say, okay, do I need to keep that or can I sell that and have less to pack? I went through that and it really came down to, I'd ask myself, if I sold that, would I miss it or not? So not singling out any single line or company, I did move on from a lot of things because I thought to myself, I need to pack all that. For instance, I used to keep every single Marvel Legends box in my collection. And I spent on my Instagram, I have an entire, a highlight on Instagram over like a year's span. Once I knew we'd be making a move, just deboxing my collection, saying goodbye to things. But as far as selling things, I did a lot of things go. Also to quote the great Archie, as I mentioned earlier, good friend, it's a good thing to know that your collection can fund your collection. So I've gotten to the point where if I have something in my collection that on the aftermarket, whether it's 3, 5, or 7 years old, is going for a decent amount of money, and I know they're going to reissue something better because that's what Marvel Legends does. They reissue things a lot, or they make, they put out superior versions of things and updated versions. There have been times where I've said to myself, you know what, I should probably get rid of that because within a week it could be worthless. Within a week they can announce a new version.
Should I sell my Dragon Man?
Your Dragon?
No,
yes.
absolutely not.
Don't sell it. Just take it to the Goodwill and put it on display. But no, so there are times where I definitely have let things go. I think as far as dropping off a line, I mentioned it, or Hey Four Feathers, good friend of the channel. In terms of letting things go and getting out of things, I mentioned military figures earlier. I loved getting in on classified early on, and then eventually I kind of just backed off of it too. So yeah, that's a lot of answers to that question. I apologize, it was convoluted, but I think you have to be able to let things go.
Based on what you've said, it sounds like that you could likely be in version 2.4 of your collection, possibly 3.3. But
can we get one of those? Can we get one of those little bars above the repeating number at the end, like in math class back in high school? Like instead of going 4.3333. Just get that little bar over the
There
top
you
of the
go.
number.
Yeah.
All right, David. I know you're itching. You're itching. And don't steal Andrew's question. Okay?
It has nothing to do with questions. He's just itchy.
That's a lot to do with the earlier part of the weekend.
I have to admit, like, I don't watch a lot of toy hunt videos because, one, if you're not like, if you're in Pennsylvania, you said?
Correct.
So,
yes, sir. Yep.
I'm in New York. So what you're seeing in your stores will vary from what I would see in my stores.
100%.
So I would get very upset if I see you going through a toy aisle and it's got a ton of shit that I have not seen in my hunts. So I would be pissed about that. And then I would be triggered if, like, you're panning past something that I would want.
Disappointed!
And it's not a thing that's on your radar, something you don't collect, so you go right by it and don't acknowledge it.
Every Ollie's video I do, I've gotten to the point where I try to say, I'm not going to show everything, because there are people who will say you are out of your mind for not zooming in on that Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Emperor figure that I've never seen, and now it's $4.99. So I try to preface with that.
Well, we now know who's leaving all the angry comments on your videos.
No, but that's why I don't. That's why I don't typically watch the videos, because it's
so he's not even watching and he's leaving angry comments.
Preemptive.
Now I know where those thumbs downs are coming from. Okay, I get it now.
But like, I know that that's typical. Like that, like what you collect is not. Some things are just not going to be on your radar. And I'm that, like, Leonardo DiCaprio meme, like where I'm cigarettes hanging out of my mouth and I'm pointing like, oh, that. And so, like, why
totally
like engage in the frustration for myself if, like, you know. So I don't typically watch toy hunt videos, but like I watched the one that you posted today. And I was glad that you bought the Silver Surfer for your comic display and all that. But I guess I would say, I mean, if you're big on the toy hunts, what is like the strategy that you try to apply when you go out on a toy hunt? Like, what time in the morning are you leaving? Like, how often in a week are you hunting? Do you have a circuit that you always go in the same order to stores? Like, what's your typical hunt like?
The 3 P's: patience, persistence, politeness. I've learned there when I started the channel, I'd be that guy who was, in line when Target would open with all the Hot Wheels collectors or whatever, and we'd be racing. And I've learned, I could be wrong on this, but I feel like there's no method to the madness in regard to how stores stock anymore.
Right.
It could be any time of the day, especially when you get in the Ross and all these stuff. What I try to do, I do have pretty much a circuit where I typically hunt in the Lehigh Valley area of Allentown, Easton, and Bethlehem. So I am fortunate in that there are like 3 Targets, 3 Walmarts, all in a pretty condensed area. But obviously gas money is a real thing. So what I really try to do is I have a lot of family in Allentown. I won't say who, but my family lives there. So I do go down for a lot of events and things. So I really try to like tailor when I go doing hunts to when I have to be there anyway. Because to get to those stores, it's about a 30-minute ride for me. And then they're all in that one general localized area. So I try not to just willy-nilly I'm going to go to Target every single day. Like that's not feasible. It's not smart for a lot of reasons. So I try to kind of coordinate that. Unless like tomorrow, for instance, I know it's a big drop day. So obviously tomorrow I had it earmarked to get out there. But other than that, it's just foot to the pavement, checking stores and, seeing what's out there and trying to pay attention and see what I'm hearing might be hitting in different places. And a lot of it's just luck. It's just luck. It's right place, right time. Like I'm not doing anything different than you or anybody else might do. It's you might walk into Target one day a month and find what you're looking for. I might go there every single day, exactly, and not find it. It's just the nature of the
Red
beast.
Cyborg Superman. I guess.
Cyborg. You know what? All the stores I'm in, I still have not seen one of those ECs. So I'm still with you.
I'm pretty sure they don't exist,
Yeah,
except for on eBay.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kenny. I pass one every day.
Ah, come on.
No, but that's true. Like, I think in my experience in seeing targets, and I usually, so I work a job where usually I'm working in the early part of the day, like I'm 8 to 5. So like that's 8 o'clock is when targets open in my area. So if I'm working, then I can't hunt that day. But on the day off, typically if I'm off on a Wednesday, that'll be my day where I do my circuit, and I'm usually at a target at 8 o'clock when they open. And then I don't drive, so I'm on public transportation, subway or bus, to areas that have a Target and maybe a GameStop and a Best Buy in that area. So I can like go to the next stop and like get to 3 different stores to hunt. But and then I like work my way in a circuit back towards my house. So I'll have like, I don't know, a 3.5 hour, 4 hour run of like my stores, but it's once a week on a Wednesday morning. So if nothing new is out then it's just like a wasted 4 hours of my life. Gotcha. And you know, if stuff usually gets put on shelves on a Sunday in a Target, if I'm working that Sunday, I can't go. So I'm stuck, you know. Tomorrow, Sunday, I am off, but I don't need the Psylocke. But I heard that the McFarlane Kite Man figure is supposed to be available as of tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to be including that in my hunts to see if I see anything. But
yeah,
I guess I was just like, if you know of one store that always stocks on a Wednesday, do you tailor your trip to that? Are you hindered by a job schedule that doesn't let you hunt on certain days, or you know?
Right. Yeah. I'm also a day shift guy, so it's one of those things where it's always difficult when I'm at work, you know, on day shift, and know something's hitting, or I know there's an opportunity to get something and I can't do it. A big one that kind of grinded my gears, for Peter reference there from Family Guy, Peter Griffin, is that back during pandemic, I think it was the original release of the Marvel Legends Red Hulk. I wanted that so bad. It was like 1 per store. And that's when I had like no shame. Like I was calling the store during my lunch break every day. Like, hey, here's my DPCI. Do you have this? And eventually I got very lucky that they put it on hold for me. So I went after work and got it. But you're right. Work and life, and I don't have children. I have a Chihuahua. I have a dog. I don't have kids. You know, whether it's kids, whether it's family. I know, Justin, you mentioned your kids. You're going to have things that are obviously taking precedent to toy hunting, and it's hard sometimes to know you're going to miss out on something. But with me, it's just luck. It's just I get there when I can. I try not to go all the time because I know eventually that gas bill is going to add up, and looking for those deals, and you know, just trying to do the best I can with that.
I just brought this up because David, you claimed you don't drive, but I've got photographic evidence right here of you driving this car with Captain Carrot in the passenger seat. This is when Kenny broke his foot robbing that McFarlane shipment of all those.
Well, they took my license. They suspended my license because I got in trouble.
That's what it was.
So.
That's what
I haven't used my helicopter license since that day.
It got suspended. It got suspended. You know.
Okay. Too good.
Just wanted to point that out there, David. Just wanted to point that out. All right. Andrew, I know you've been chomping at the bit. I know. So instead of spitting all the venom in the comments section, okay?
Yeah.
So what is your question for Tim here?
So I guess it's kind of a simple question. So I'm sure you walk in and out of stores a lot. Probably a lot of times you might walk out of a store with nothing. Do you always feel like the store just thinks you're stealing all the time?
Yes.
I feel that way. I walk in, look around real quick, nothing. I walk back out. I'm like, yeah, they probably thought I just stole something.
Thankfully, I no longer have to work this into my toy hunting calendar, but I feel like it might have been Robo coined the phrase. I don't want to give incorrect, who said it first, but that walk of shame in and out of the Walgreens was always horrible because I originally would go to Walgreens all the time because I always had exclusives or something hitting. And that was the weirdest one because like most people go to Walgreens for pharmaceuticals or maybe
I've now got
quick snack.
37 cases of Trojans I'm never going to use.
Contraception. So the walk of shame is a real thing. I think I notice it most nowadays with GameStop because I feel like they've really scaled back the amount of employees. So you have like your manager, your store team leader, whatever you want to call them, and a couple other people. So like my local GameStops might have 3 to 6 at most employees. So if I'm going there on a weekly basis, they definitely recognize me now and they know I am there. I don't discuss the channel thing, but they have to do their spiel. You know, what are you looking for? Blah, blah, blah. So the walk of shame in GameStop is probably the worst right now. Whereas big box stores, I recognize employees. I'm sure some recognize me, but for the most part, it's not as I don't feel as ashamed walking out of a Target or a Walmart without a purchase, as opposed to a GameStop nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, piggybacking off of that question though, do you ever find yourself buying like a consolation thing that you normally wouldn't have bought, but because your hunt was like a failure, you feel like you need to buy something, so you buy like that toy that you've like not prioritized for 4 months, but it was there, so you got it? Like, am I the only one
This is
that does
getting
that?
oddly specific, David.
Are you asking for a friend or? But no, I honestly at this point I've really tried. I'm very frugal, to put it nicely. So I've really had to tighten my belt with things, and especially with like bargain toy hunting, because early days I would find something I had no interest in at all, but I knew it was a great deal. And I was like, I got to buy that. I got to buy that. And I started to realize the amount of money I was spending on things I didn't care about that was inexpensive adds up very, very quickly to a bin of toys I never open. So I really, and that extends to like snacks. Like for instance, if I go into a Target, I used to might like grab a snack, beef jerky, something dumb, you know, while I'm in there. And I've really had to be like, no, because like that adds up very, very quickly when you look at it over the span of a year or so. So early days, I would say yes, David. You know, nowadays I've really done a better job at kind of keeping myself to task and saying, you're here on a mission, you know what you're looking for. If they don't have it, you know, really try not to hoard things or buy things you don't necessarily need to have just because it's a good deal.
Mike Heck says, yeah, that's trying to reward yourself. It's a shopping addiction. And I do have that.
Well, the good thing too, like the benefit I have is that people again in comments will sometimes be like, why are you going to that store and not buying? Somebody recently was like, why don't you show what you buy? I think I responded a little bit negative. I was like, do you want to see like my credit card slip or like a receipt? Like, but the thing is, I am always getting content. So when I go into a store, even if I don't find what I'm looking for, the exchange in my time and my gas money is I'm getting content for my channel. Which if I'm not finding a figure, at least I'm getting something out of it for the channel that ultimately is going to, you know, prove helpful down the road, hopefully.
Are the views consistent on those types of content parcels, whether you find something or not? Like if you find something, the views boost, or
if you find something obviously early, like MCU Collector put out a short on Instagram. Is that a short on Instagram or is it a reel of him finding the Thanos and Psylocke in California, but they wouldn't sell it to him.
Yeah.
So in scenarios like that, if you can sweet talk an employee and you get that thing early, like I mentioned earlier, the Wolverine, or I found Simpsons Jack Specific Wave 1 before, like the Simpsons guy, who was a huge YouTube dude. I found those way before anybody, and I just got lucky. And he reached out to me for information on those. In those situations, you're going to get a very much higher uptick in views and subs and things. But I think it's one of those things where if you have people you're fortunate enough that watch your channel, I mentioned Four Feathers earlier. I've gotten to know him and his family. He's a great guy, great people right there in the Four Feathers family. People who watch your stuff all the time and support the channel, you're going to have at least an average around whatever number it might be for your channel that you're going to get regardless. You know, versus finding something on a clearance for somebody else does. If you get super clickbaity, like some people do, which whatever, it's a YouTube thing, you know, so it's going to fluctuate. But I think a lot of toy hunters are going to, but the bad thing about it, Alexi, is that with a toy hunt video, the longevity of the views isn't going to be very long. You know, a review like Dan Who might do, somebody 3 years from now might say, I might go and buy that Wolverine, how good of a figure it is. I'm going to watch that review. Nobody's watching a toy hunt from 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to get longevity of views, but the views you're going to get in the interim, in that first 3 to 6 days is going to vary based on what you find.
The trade-off, though, is that you're not doing a lot of heavy editing for these hunt videos, right? So it's not like you're investing a lot of time other than the actual hunt itself and just recording it. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, honestly, probably the longest time I'm putting into a toy hunt video is making the thumbnail. That probably takes the longest. I mean, obviously I have to go in, and for my hunts, at least, I put in the store, the city, the address, whatever it might be. Sometimes I put music, over the top. I'm getting copyrighted, or if I'm not doing any commentary. I don't do commentary when I'm in the aisle. If there's families or kids, I don't want to. I think Justin hit on that earlier. I don't want to detract from somebody's shopping experience because I'm some 40-year-old man shooting toys in an aisle. So I try to avoid affecting other people in a negative manner. But so sometimes it can be a little longer than others. For the most part, a typical big box toy store hunt, you're right. There's not a whole lot of time going into it compared to what an Articulated Ninja might do, or a Dan Who might do on their reviews. The time or an RG, the time they're putting in to their production is going to be way beyond what I'm putting on a toy hunt. So yeah, that's a thing for sure.
Thinking back to you saying, Tim, nobody's going to go back and watch those old toy hunts. That brings up the thought in my mind, somebody might, in the future, thinking today, how cool would it be if we had toy hunt videos from back when we were younger, if people in a Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. I was going to say Toys R Us or a KB toy store.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Just to see those shelves the way they were again, and all those old vintage toys in package on the shelves.
I think that the biggest thing, I watch a lot of amusement park content. It's something Alyssa and I like to watch. So I watch Adam the Woo and all those folks who do a lot of amusement park stuff. And I watched an Adam the Woo video years ago when I first started building my channel. And he said that a big thing for him is building a catalog of videos. So as you build more catalog to your videos, to your point, Justin, somebody might watch, this live stream, or they might watch a Dan Who toy review that's current. And they might say, I'm going to go on a deep dive and go back and watch all the other stuff that they did. So having a back catalog is nice because there might be some people who go back and watch a lot of that, but it's a lot different whether it's a vlog from an amusement park when they've eliminated a ride that's not there anymore. But to your point, Justin, yeah, like a Toys R Us or a KB, if I had that stuff for YouTube, I think people might look back at that and say, I want to see what it looked like back then.
Yeah. Speaking of back catalogs and going back and watching stuff, I believe it's episode 16. People should go back and watch. It's the trivia episode. I would highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. It was an awesome episode. I would highly recommend it.
If you go to Justin's channel and click lives and then click popular filter, you can scroll all the way to the bottom, and it's the bottom 4 video, I think, of view count. So you can find it right there.
You know what? Right to that point, though, I will add this. I do other things besides, toy hunts. I do some amusement park. I love Halloween. Every year I do Halloween toy hunts. I do Halloween videos from different haunt attractions. I do store tours. And you know what? Maybe a lot of people might agree with this if they have YouTube channels. The videos I rewatch or I'm most proud of are the videos with the least views. I'll go back and love a video. I have one coming out. I did a store tour of Retro and Rad in New Cumberland, PA. It's probably going to be out tomorrow or potentially Monday. I don't know what's going to come out. Just recently, it's not up yet, obviously. And something like that, which is going to get way less than a big box, view count, I have more love towards. Or like a Halloween video that I just really enjoyed, with A Tizzle, my girlfriend. Those are the videos who have the least amount of views. But if I had to go back and say I could only keep 10 videos on my channel and delete everything else, the videos I loved doing that were experience-based videos, I would keep in a heartbeat over a Target or a Walmart video.
Yeah, I feel that too.
You can also scroll to the bottom and watch our Halloween episode.
That's also a source of
I'll check that out.
I was just gonna say, Tim, it's 10:59, so maybe you can score this Thanos
Live
and
over here.
Psylocke live.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna let you go, Tim, but I do have to ask the very last question, the most important question of the stream.
Okay, bring it on. Let's do it.
So, I believe the year was 2016.
Mm-hmm.
There was a blockbuster movie that hit theaters. It's stop motion animation. It broke a lot of records. It's done amazingly. It's actually free to watch on Netflix right now. What are your honest opinions on just the masterpiece, Kubo and the Two Strings?
Because I cheated and watched your video from this past week with carbon scoring, I knew that would come up. So I was professional enough to relay that information to Alyssa, who started watching it about an hour and a half ago. So it would have been about 45 minutes before the show came on. I was not professional enough to watch it myself. So what I can say is I understand he was playing a 2-string guitar, which I wouldn't have known otherwise. And apparently the main character is wearing an eye patch, which I'm very fond of because I'm a huge Nick Fury collector. So eye patch and 2-string guitar is what I can bring to the table on that one. Also, I expected the question if there was a fire in the house, what I would take out with me. Because I think you asked Carbon Scoring that last week. Something to that effect.
Yeah.
And my long game response, if you would have asked that, would have been, you've been looking at them the entire time. Which is my Orange Cassidy AEW figure and my Deadpool Marvel Legends SDCC exclusive. That's if cost has nothing to do with it. This place catches fire and it has to do with cost. I'm grabbing my dog and I'm grabbing that freaking Galactus I still haven't opened.
Great.
Okay, what happened?
What's going on? I don't know what StreamYard just did.
It does no weird idea. Ghost in the machine.
That was weird. That was weird. It wasn't even showing us. I had to add Tim back to the stage, and then we popped back up.
While we're talking, I'll really quickly just check Target and see if it's up or not right now, because I doubt it is, but this will be your big reveal. Yeah.
Live app hunt.
As I try to finagle my way through technology, which I stink at, so for a YouTuber to say is probably strange, but I was told there's a possibility at 11. What's that?
We're the same age, Tim.
Okay.
And is Bionic 6 on your radar from your youth?
It is not. I cannot make a connection to Bionic 6.
Devastating.
I'm
Look
sorry.
into it. It's better than Kubo and the Two Strings.
Okay, so currently it's not currently listed as available for pickup as of yet. So there's your toy news. You can't currently order it yet.
But,
all right,
I think
live update.
Isn't it? I think Bring Toys to Work said the trick is it 2 a.m.?
He said 2 a.m.
I also heard 2
a.m.
That's that. Well, I said contingencies. My contingencies. Then I gotta get going. My contingencies were check this at 11. I set my alarm for 1:55 a.m. to try to do that, and then I also will go to all the stores tomorrow. And a friend of mine who is spending the evening at his girlfriend's house in another town is 5 minutes away from a Target. So he's going to go there first thing at 8 o'clock in case I can't drag my old ass out of bed that early tomorrow. He's also going to check for me. So I have other friends tomorrow. So I'm really hoping I put a toy hunt out by Monday that in some capacity, I'm fortunate as all you guys are to be holding that 2-pack in my hand and be happy with it.
You'll have it, Tim. You'll have it.
We're hoping.
But Tim, I know you're a busy man. You've got to run. Everyone subscribe to Tim down below. Check him out on Yojo Jerk's channel as well. He's there all the time. Tim, thank you so much for taking the time to come on and chat with us, my friend.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. I love talking to you guys. Andrew, next time I'm on, I'm going to talk to you even more because I can tell you're the quiet guy. I appreciate that because a lot of times I'm the quiet guy in live streams as well. Believe it or not, despite how much I talk tonight. You guys do a great job. I'm really impressed. Again, anybody who's watching this on the replay or was waiting patiently live, you're going to have tech issues. So please don't be negative about that. And what I would say is, give all these guys subs and follows, leave a comment down below, supporting this channel because, the more toy channels do well, the better it is for everybody. And ultimately, one of the coolest things about this hobby is interacting with other people, whether it's a toy show or online. And I've watched a lot of you guys on Dan Who's Sunday show over the years, and it's been great to interact here in person. And when you get to the 50th episode, if you're doing it at your 50, send me a link. I'll hop on and maybe say hello if it works with the schedule. And early congratulations, because it's not easy to get to 50 episodes of anything. So it just shows a lot of resolve you gentlemen have, and the passion you have for the hobby.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much for the kind words.
Yep.
You have a great night, man. Get some rest.
Thanks, guys.
That Psylocke and Thanos is in your future.
We'll see. And you know what? If a kid grabs it first, they're getting a stiff arm, right?
Yeah, that's a spirit.
Just wear
and
the
if
red
I see
shirt.
that cyborg Superman, I will buy it and throw it in the garbage can. Just kidding, man.
Have a great night,
If I see it, I'll grab it for you. All right, just double check. If I click the little X on my Chrome stream, it won't close. It won't cancel out your. It won't close your show. It'll just, okay.
We'll find out.
I once did that to Dante on the video. I felt terrible. So. All right, bye everybody. Have a great night.
Bye, Tim. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How awesome!
What a good
Tim's
guy.
such a great guy.
And I'm glad that guy's gone. Oh shit, David's still here.
And Tim's awesome. I was really looking forward to having Tim on here. But David, you've said it. Every time we have a guest, I have issues. And we didn't have a power outage or anything today. And my internet's been working fine this whole second half of the stream.
I think what it is that every guest has collectively decided that they would prefer I host the stream when they're on, and you do it the other times. So
they petitioned it and everything.
It's a toy tuber union thing. We haven't been bringing you in the meetings. I'm sorry.
We get it. The hosts of channels are better than the co-hosts and the guests, guys. All right. Tim was very emphatic about that.
I saw your comment earlier, Alexi. We should unionize. You, me, and Andrew.
Okay.
Union.
Just because we didn't start our own channel doesn't mean we're less than you guys, okay? We're still happy to be here. We try.
Whatever. Yeah. Stop sucking them off, guys. Come on.
We get it. You guys have your own channels.
But, guys, I think since my internet's working now and our guest is gone, I think I'm going to go over my pickups. And as all the viewers are leaving too. So everyone go ahead and step out.
So sweet portion of our evening.
Yeah. Here we go. This is the wind down. And this is instead of
I was gonna stop drinking, but I'm opening
weekly weeb shit wind down. Is that
I'm just gonna clip this and re-upload it as the weekly one.
There you go. The weekly weeb shit wind down.
So let's see. What do I start with? Let's see here. David, you mentioned this. These firefighters, man.
Oh,
these firefighters.
How many did you get, Justin?
I got 2 right now.
He got two.
I think I'm probably. Is this gonna autofocus? Do I have it on or off? I don't know. Is this gonna?
And David, how many do you have?
3.
There we go.
Okay, nice.
There you go.
So
you need 3. Even numbers is not how you army build, Justin. Where'd you get that fire extinguisher?
Yeah, I thought they didn't come with that.
No, this came in my box. You didn't have one with any of your 3, David?
You got the chase.
It's because you don't have your own YouTube channel, David.
Oh yeah,
YouTube channel.
Hasbro sent me the special one with the.
Right.
No, this came with a Mattel Spotlight Series Wally. So just go online, drop like $200, like what it's going for right now, and get you a fire extinguisher accessory.
Sure.
And,
we thought you were a serious collector, David.
Yeah, come on, David.
Got to step up my game. Damn.
Come on. Where's your fire extinguisher? Huh?
I don't have one.
Whip it out.
For real though, why did they not come with like a fire hose or fire extinguisher? Like nothing. Nothing to actually fight the fire.
I feel like a fire extinguisher is like a low-level tool for a professional firefighter, but the hose definitely should have come with them.
Should have came with hose. All figures
really,
come
like,
with hose.
That'll be on the HasLab fire truck.
I wanted to start researching like 1/12 scale fire engines because they're so good. And like I've seen somebody posted a picture of like a burning building and like a ladder with the firemen on it and like some civilian Marvel Legends milling around and a fire engine. I'm like, that's so freaking cool. I have no place to put a fire engine in my display.
Yeah,
but
nowhere.
Damn.
That would be so huge.
Right.
So huge. But they could have just had the hose, because it doesn't have to have an end to it. You can have like an attachment for like if that you can just like put on a fire hydrant that might come later. Or my ramen toys Musk is coming with a fire hydrant, so there's that. So now I have to find a hose. I'm gonna go on Google. I'm gonna turn safe search off and just type in 1/12 hose, and so I'll see what comes up. There'll be something to buy, right? Who knows? Who knows? But
1/12 hose. There's a subreddit for that.
With squirt effects.
Yeah.
There's a subreddit for that too.
Oh, I know.
Say, like it was just a weird, like the Jaws of Life. I get it, but in place of something else that's more firefighter. I mean, it's firefighter-esque, but
what?
I don't know.
The Jaws of Life are exclusive to firefighters. No one else is able to use that IRL.
Right.
Yeah.
And David, did you have a hard time getting him to like this to stay in their hands?
Yes.
Keeps wanting to fall out.
Yeah, it's weird to angle, like the grip of the hand and I think the way that the hand is jointed. Is it a? It is vertical. A vertical hinge. Yeah. So it was weird, but like once I got one of them holding it, he's never gonna let that go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and they're amazing figures, but I do wish they came with different hands. That's my biggest. That would probably be my biggest critique. Past like no fires, no like fire hose or anything. The lack of extra hands. But they're great.
See a female version? Or
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. So maybe in the future if they release a female version, it would probably be with another male firefighter in a 2-pack, probably.
Well, I honestly, why don't, if they're gonna do a police officer next, why not do a 2-pack of a female police officer and a firefighter?
That'd be perfect. That would
also
be
Hasbro Ghostbusters Firehouse when, and you can change it out to just be a plain firehouse.
And they're sitting on a gold mine here.
That part.
They have the license. And I took advantage of a sale that they had going on Valaverse and picked up some more troopers with some weapons packs. Just generic guys to go in my Vanguard and for people to beat up in photos whenever I get around to actually having time to play with my toys and posting photos again. And I showed this guy off, which did you guys see like the remake, like the reboot of the RoboCop movie where it was kind of more like sleek?
Oh yeah.
That's what these Praetorians kind of really remind me of, but they were really fun.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Damn, they have like silver pauldron shields and shit.
Yeah, man.
G.I. Joes are so cool.
So that's fun. And then this came today. I'm really excited.
No one's brought that up. That's a complete surprise to everyone watching the stream.
Exactly. It's hefty. Thanos is big, man.
That's Marvel Legends, you said? Wow.
I think so. Yeah, it's this little unknown company called Hasbro.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you've if
how do you pronounce that?
Thanos?
Hasbro.
Hasbro. I think it's Swedish, actually.
Anus because the anus.
And then, so this also came today.
Oh,
frickin' horse!
Damn.
Oh, Lorenz.
I know.
It's a freaking horse. Don't show it to the wife, Lorenz, because this is articulated, and I hear that she hates that. So, I hear that she.
And you got this for your other Mythic Legions knights, or you just wanted the horse?
Yeah,
which is also acceptable.
So there's one specific character that I have, Dubon, and that's like his horse. I feel like, don't come after me if I'm wrong, Michael and Cloud, okay? I feel like that's his horse, so I'm going to put him on it. Because he's a ranger, so it makes sense that he'd be on the horse. I feel like I needed one horse to go with like my Mythic Legions, my small collection.
Are you going to get the moose?
I thought it was for Sir Elijah, but...
No.
That's what I thought too, Sir Elijah.
Sir Elijah doesn't need a horse, okay?
No, it's a
his horse would have to be more majestic, okay? Look at this. This
honestly, I think every figure collector needs at least one articulated horse, and you've covered it.
Man. It was either this or like a McFarlane horse, and that's we don't want to go down that road, right?
Gross.
Gross. And then Andrew did a special delivery today.
Yep.
So I'm excited about this. I still haven't seen the movie. We're gonna go see it eventually.
Is it
Hopefully,
soon? Are you gonna see
you're
it
still
soon?
excited about it.
Yeah, but I just wanted to get it because I feel like the longer I wait, these are going to get harder to find. So now I have it. So if I go and see the movie and absolutely like Dan who absolutely hate it, and it disgusts me, like what he said.
Where did he talk
He
about
did
the
say
movie?
that
I didn't see it
on the unboxing video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was members only. That's why he was like letting loose how much he hated it.
Wow.
God, he hated it. I'm just kidding.
He's so hateful. There's
he
so
was
much
also-
hate in Dan Who's heart.
He was also talking about the in-art Batman that he had no issues getting, Alexi. So there's that.
Yeah. He even said he might have regretted getting it. So yes.
He actually works for 1/6 Kit. He wrote that email. He said.
And then we have an ongoing Superman saga. So there are two more Superman figures here.
Okay,
and Kenny,
who is this? Is this you or me?
That's what I'm. So you remember I picked up the Christopher Reeves. I came across the Chase, right, sitting in a Walmart.
Yeah.
And I hit you up. I was like, look, I've got the Chase. If you don't get a Chase in the ones you've ordered, I'll just trade you for a regular. You ended up getting the Chase and had an extra regular. So I ended up getting the extra regular off of you. And then I ended up selling the Chase because I didn't need it. You didn't need it. So I sold it. It was going for a good amount at the point.
Yes.
I kind of regretted it. I was like, but whatever.
You rewatched Superman 3 and you were like, damn, I need that.
Damn it.
Also,
And
Richard Pryor,
then-
when?
Right.
Yeah,
My collection, I tend to move stuff out and move stuff around, and shrinking down and everything. I ended up at some point offloading the Christopher Reeve Superman, the regular suited one.
Uh-oh.
I instantly regretted it.
Just
but
a
I
nice
know.
figure.
But hold on. Mike Hext put in the chat he came across one, and I got it back. So it's back in the collection. I've
Okay.
redeemed myself. But even more than that,
He got two.
even more than that, I wasn't expecting this to be in the box with it.
Whoa.
So thank you, Mike Hext.
He got three. He got three.
Andrew was here when I opened the box. I was like, what in the world? There's another box. What? It's the platinum. So these aren't leaving the collection. I'm not making that mistake again. David, I know you haven't done it, but have you guys ever gotten rid of something if it was going for a lot? You either traded it to somebody or sold it to pay for something else, and then like just within the next few days, you were like, I wish I hadn't done that.
I don't do stupid things like that, so you know.
I know, David. I know. Alexi with the Mayfex brown suit.
Yeah.
CT covered me right away,
There
baby.
you go.
Okay, I don't know why. Also that, I guess. Yep.
Yeah.
That's my third arm.
Yeah. Kenny, have you come across that?
Definitely. I think probably a few years ago, and by a few, I mean like 5-6 years ago, there'd be times when I would buy, like, for example, like a Marvel Legends multi-pack, right? And I would be like, I only bought this for the Wolverine or something, right? Then
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just sell the ones I don't want. But then like I moved and I had more shelf space now and I wanted to build out more teams. And I'm like, well, damn, now I got to go back and buy those. So I've absolutely been there. I don't do it anymore. But there was a time.
Yeah.
Now it's just a horde, a controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Now
wafflers.
I've learned my lesson, though. So I'm gonna have to carve out a Superman display just for the live action Superman,
As
like
you
I do
should.
like I have my Batman. Now I need a what's his name? The other live action Superman, Henry Cavill. I need a Henry Cavill Superman now.
Yeah.
A good
And
one.
Dean Cain. We need Dean Cain.
And Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
And you've lost
And
me.
Nuclear Man.
I don't know about that. But speaking of instant regret, so I don't regret these. I don't think I regret these. I haven't opened them yet, so I don't know if I'm gonna regret these. But
I regret this for you.
Is this reignition? You son of a bitch.
Tupperware Zord.
Look at how. Look at the size.
It does have some good size to it. I'll give you that.
Yeah, no, he could totally fit in there.
Do they actually build or do they connect at all?
No way.
They do.
Really?
Right,
yeah.
That's actually I might be in on this as well.
What?
What the fuck?
Wait, can you show us the back again? How do they connect?
Just like the original.
They really connect, just like the regular one.
And it dwarfs the OG. It dwarfs the OG. The OG
like size-wise?
stands below its shoulders. Yeah, I saw.
Wow.
And these are just packed by themselves. It's not like a Power Ranger comes with it, right? So you're really just buying.
No, it's just the Zord.
Exactly.
Perfect. See, that's good. This will be.
Are the individuals articulated too?
Yeah. The
Wow.
pterodactyl comes with minifigures, actually.
Oh my god!
But so these 3 are in the shipper that's hitting Walmart's, and it only has these 3 on it.
Oh, it's the first wave then.
And pterodactyl are going to be in wave 2. That pisses me off. That I can't build the Megazord yet.
Yeah. Hopefully they make it to wave 2.
But how does that make you feel as someone who is completely against this line from the beginning, and now there's Zords that you can actually bath into a Megazord? Are you in now?
Only for the Zords. In my defense, I said that from the beginning that I was in on the Zords. In my defense, my problem was with the figures.
What about David though? He's been a hater from day one. David, are you getting the Zords?
Still a hater.
Still a hater. Okay.
I'm not buying Tupperware Zords.
I need something to take my lunch.
They're huge, man. Do I open here? I'm gonna open the T-Rex live right now.
Wow.
It looks sick. I think they look cool.
Watch the numbers shoot up on this view count.
Right.
He's opening the reignition T-Rex.
Yeah,
Hashtag reignition.
Home dude in the chat. I saw the Ranger Zords. Couldn't do it. Looks too light. So that's for 1 point for David. But he also said, or they also said, yeah, the figures look kind of okay. That kind of ass is also for David. Probably looks cool built together is the comment that I was looking for, and that's for
the figures
Justin.
look just as bad in person. The flip heads, they're not nice. The Morpher doesn't look too bad as like a cheap $20 Morpher.
Speaking of that,
my text as a dad in the chat also says sell a kid, so maybe that's like a dad thing.
I feel like I saw a picture of the packaged flip heads, and I thought that the Billy Blue Ranger had the Billy head out in the package, and the other Rangers had the helmet out in the package.
There's an opening on the back where you can press the button that makes the head flip.
There's like a try me thing.
Yeah.
Lord.
Well, how many of these are going to be broken?
That thing's getting worn out.
Play feature.
But wait, the package is that thick that you can actually try me and flip the head while it's still in box?
Yep.
From the back, though, it sounded like.
I always hit it from the back, but like that just seems weird for like an inbox.
So you don't get attached. Oh, for an inbox collector, yeah.
Yeah.
How's it looking, Justin?
You get options. Like you could, if you keep them in box, you can have 2, and then have 1 with the Ranger head flipped out. You know, I guess.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
why are you even going to buy one of those though?
Right.
They're not good flip heads. Just backtrack and get the re-released from the 94 line. Just backtrack because Bandai re-released those in like the late 2000s. I feel like.
Trash.
And
that was the one characteristic for Ryan Ting I never agreed with was his inbox collecting attitude. But everything else, I thought he was great. Everyone has their flaws.
That's why you're glad he was fired, Alexi? That's terrible.
That's yep. That was a perfect extrapolation from what I said, and it's accurate. It's completely accurate.
This is about to get loud.
No, I want to hear that crinkle.
Yeah, crackle, crackle.
Give us that plastic rattling.
So while he's unboxing that or doing something inappropriate, this is not a good angle for you.
Yeah.
Let's take a look up close. Yeah.
Yes. Enlarge. Enhance.
Enhance. Mike is talking about the command center, Duarte's command center.
Yeah, we featured that on here before, Mike. It looks insanely good. I was actually curious about Justin if he's sweating more about getting it.
He should be.
Mike was sending me so many pictures.
You should get
I
it.
want it so bad, but no.
I bought a ramen racer, so you better buy that command center.
That's how it works.
I can't. I'm getting a freaking Musk and
that's fair.
Megazord, Megazord.
Ratcheted?
Ratcheted.
Okay.
Unlike a certain Sentinel, right?
Is the tail like motorized? Like I saw it flipping around a little bit.
Motorized.
It's limp.
Oh wow!
But it's because when it goes the Megazord mode, it's supposed to stay up, but it's got a clip here, so I imagine something clips in to like hold it up. Otherwise, it just stays down.
That looks terrible.
Demonetized.
How much? How much did this cost?
These are $19.99 a piece.
Okay.
Really?
Not terrible.
Yeah. So
less than a Marvel Legend.
And worth every penny.
So this is, let's do some comparisons, shall we? This is the Super 7 Ultimates Megazord. Foot to foot. Let's see, what else do we have? Here's the Hasbro basic Megazord that came out last year.
Okay, so a lot of Megazords over there. All right.
Is that the Zap, the Zord Ascension project?
This I didn't get the Zap Dino Megazord. I got the Astro Megazord. One day I might backtrack, David. One day.
So, having opened this Zord right now, how do you feel about it?
It's better quality than the Hasbro basic one. I feel like this, honestly, is probably... I don't have the Zap in hand, but probably in between the Hasbro basic and the Zap quality. It's probably on par with the OG. It's got stickers and everything. It's fine. Oh, the feet are ratcheted too.
Okay.
Are you only going to display them as a Megazord, or will you display them separately?
I'll display it as a Megazord.
Yeah.
It takes up less space. And when they eventually, if they ever hit clearance, I might get double down and get ones to, I don't know, I don't have space for that. What am I saying?
I was going to say, like, if you have the other Megazords, like, leave these separate from each other. Like, they're all, like, charging before they, like, they're running before they join up, you know?
There's the Super 7 T-Rex.
Oh, yeah. Mike Hext is really upset about the flaccid tail. Mike Hext said, watch them push a voice control one like the other voice toys. So imagine if a transformer, like those automatic transforming transformers, like, well, how would they? There's no way they could get it to like join up. With
that would be wild, but yeah,
that would be. I mean, with magnets somehow they probably could make that work, but that's wild. That would be wild.
Here's the Zap Astro Megazord.
Okay,
it's big, man.
Yeah,
I feel like this Megazord might be.
It's gonna be pretty.
How much?
It's gonna be large. Yeah.
How much did the Zap cost? Do you remember?
Like $160.
So the 5 individual Tupperware Zords are 20 would be $100 total, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's cheaper than the Zap, and it'll be bigger.
Yeah.
And you can store your sandwich for lunch.
That's right.
It's big though, man. That's cool. But you got to look and see, like, these are the legs. So how much taller is that going to be?
Yeah.
Do I open those and go ahead and build as much as I can?
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it right now.
I think you should.
The world
only
wants
right.
to know.
Screw it, right? Make use of my good internet while I can.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm glad that your internet cleared up just in time for you to do the unboxing of the Tupperware Zords.
Of the fucking Playmates shit. I talked so much shit about. See, Dan, more than one person can do an unboxing stream on a Saturday. So.
But you don't have any Superman disc commentary to go with it.
I picked Skelnaka's robe.
Oh, nice. You snipped it?
Yep.
Wow.
It doesn't look bad.
Live snippings going on.
And, it'll go back.
Yeah.
That looked good.
Exactly.
Work.
I mean, why have a Jedi robe and not be able to put the hood on?
Also,
Wait,
like,
Andrew.
it's more work to sew it down, right?
Yeah.
So it's just an extra step that didn't need to happen.
Right.
Andrew, they had that made where you couldn't put the hood on its head?
Yeah, it was sewed together. It was like this.
So stupid.
But I fixed it.
Sew some bendy wire into it, Andrew.
I'm not that talented.
All right. Oh, he's got it open. Here we go.
Tricera Tupperware. Whoa!
Whoa! It shoots.
Wow. Watch out. You put somebody's eye out with that thing.
It's also muted himself. There we go.
There we go. It fires. I don't know where it went. I don't know.
Lost forever. Wow.
You'll find it in a couple of years. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I think these are the first ones that transform and have a play feature like that. Because the originals didn't have any kind of play feature like that.
But they don't have bendy wire capes.
But David, wouldn't you call that innovation?
No.
You can call it. It's
Innovation.
It's one way to look at it. Yeah.
So how would you put this $100 Megazord purchase up against a Mayfex from Alexi?
Where would you tier this? I'm sorry. Grade this.
There are no 4 Mayfex that can connect together to form a larger Mayfex. So I think this is above as far as like.
So it outranks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Outgrades? I don't know. What are we saying tonight?
Yeah.
Outgrades, outranks, out tiers.
Outperforms. No.
I think the only tiers are yours, Alexi.
There were a lot of tears when I watched that stream.
That's
I'm
fair.
glad I wasn't there.
I just imagine that being someone's first stream watching us and being like,
and it was their last. Yes.
A lot of people were the last stream, but maybe not the first.
They're like, they wouldn't even come back to watch Carbon scoring. Okay. You know what I mean?
I just can't imagine someone thinking like, I've been so impressed with McFarlane this year. I give it an A.
And this one has a missile launcher as well. I'll shoot this right at the screen. There we go. Ooh.
Whoa!
The camera goes out. The internet's down.
Oh my god!
That got lodged in my throat just now.
Grab me right in the eye.
Look, the legs are ratcheted.
It's ratchet.
It sounds like these things are fire. These are good figures.
I mean, it's very hollow. It's very hollow. Dude, am I impressed?
We just need to send it to Robo for a wash, right? And then it'll be perfect.
Ooh. So they're not going to fit. I never put them on, but
that's what he said.
somebody did a sticker sheet for the Hasbro Basic Zords that you can put on to make it look better, and I've still got them. I think they're in my tour, the Shuttle Zord. Like, I use it for storage for some stuff, and that sticker sheet's just in there. Let's see.
That's what you bought Tor to store. It's a storage.
No, it's
facility
store.
Sticker sheets.
No, Tor. No, it's like a Zord from the '90s. It's a Zord from my
I
childhood.
know Tor, the Shuttle Zord. I watched Power Rangers.
I've just had it forever, David. Okay,
but it's not TV canon for him to be storing sticker sheets.
David, I think we're past that point. I think we're past canon. But
oh, we got some connection here. We got legs.
All right.
That tail is
Okay.
still flaccid.
But do they articulate? Like, does the leg connected move like the leg of the whole Megazord?
Ooh.
Wow. Holy shit. He's got neat. What about his like hips?
Ooh.
Wow.
Yep.
Can it move forward? Can the legs move forward? Oh my God. And rotation? Rotation at all?
Pivot. Ankle pivot.
Ankle pivot? Oh my God. Can he do the splits?
Nice.
Also, it does that.
Oh yeah. Drop it low.
Slap, yeah. Little hawk to motion.
Slap it. That looks pretty solid. Pretty solid purchase for $20 each.
I think you should buy it, Alexi.
I don't have any Power Rangers.
But you could.
This is where you start.
Now's the time.
The first day of the rest of your collection's life.
I walked right into that. Yeah.
Starts with reignition.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
It starts with
one thing.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude, the one in your right hand is whack.
Just get rid of it.
Yeah, sell it. How much will that go for?
Oh, nothing.
Well.
Like, I don't know, maybe like $40.
Hey, that's 2 more Zords for your left hand.
Yeah.
John says, good thing Hasbro ended the Lightning collection so you could get these, Justin.
Look at this.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm liking it.
Throw that Astro Megazord in the trash, Justin.
Yeah,
hell with that.
I don't know. Like, you're the one who has them in hand. Do they feel more like Spin Masters, or do they feel more like Marvel Legends or something? Yeah.
So it's really hollow. I'll say that. But
light.
It's got, yeah, it's really light, but it's got more articulation than I feel like it. Unless you're talking about like Sola Shidoken Zords, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's like 5 times the price, right?
Yeah. But as far as a domestic Megazord, so far, now I don't have any arms or a chest.
Could go
so
south.
Far, it seems like it has like the most articulation is at least the legs that a Megazord's ever had.
When you get the other pieces, do you think the Megazord will be able to do like a superhero landing? Like then
That'd be impressive, but
or does the torso rotate or anything?
Oh no. No, there's no comparison now.
Okay.
Do you think
that's still good though?
Sword that eventually comes out will be able to interface where the top, you remember like the top part of that?
Yeah.
Like
over the shoulders?
Over the shoulders. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the tank mode?
You remember when,
you're talking about the Dragon Zord.
The Dragon Zord, yeah.
There's no way it doesn't, right? There's no way it does.
To, right? If they were smart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is cool. This tail.
Just go around and slap people with that. You know?
Anyway, oh God.
Calm
down. Calm down, man. Calm down.
Mike Hext in the chat wants you to be able to pull out the sword once you get all of the other pieces for the Megazord.
Oh yeah. The sword looks kind of like it's got a chrome paint job to it too. It doesn't look like crappy blank plastic. The fact that this has ankle pivot is crazy.
Has an ankle pivot? Because the neck can rotate. Yeah,
but it's like
nice. Yeah, it's still enough to like spread the legs.
Yeah. Now you're not. The thing is, with the Triceratops, you're not really getting that there, but at least gives you options.
Yeah, that's cool.
Smooth.
Mike said to use some Gundam markers to give them some lines. Do you feel like it looks very flat? Like it's not like is the sculpt there, but the paint apps are not?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. At least there are some stickers on here to add. This.
The Gundam marker is a good idea. It always like brings them a little more like off the feels like off the page.
And these like the treads on like the tires and the wheels on the back, a lot of times those aren't painted, like on these cheaper ones.
Yeah.
And of course they don't work, but they're painted at least. So that's nice.
Mike also asked toe joint. I think the most you're getting out of those is the fact that you have a foot from a Triceratops.
I am sad that the saber-toothed tiger's mouth doesn't articulate. That sucks.
Me too, dog.
I heard it does. Keep forcing it. It'll
just keep pulling.
No doesn't mean no, Justin. Just so you know.
I'm pretty sure that's molded. I don't. Now, how well does it? Am I gonna break it?
Yes.
Popping it off.
Can you open the T-Rex's mouth and could you throw a Matchbox car through it and it would be able to like pop out a hole underneath?
So to untransform it, to detach it, so there's these little clips. So you have to like push that all the way up to get it to let go, and then you still have to give it a good tug. Give it a good tug, guys.
Every morning.
That's all it takes.
But that's cool because it keeps it from just like popping apart really easily. Okay. Thank you for
that was great. That was a much better unboxing group effort than Dan did, I'm sure.
And his mouth does open. The T-Rex mouth does open.
Oh, see?
Woo! Look, a live breaking like Justin.
And it broke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm curious on if these are really going to peg warm though. Now
they're not.
The Ranger, the Ranger flip heads are definitely going to peg warm.
Would you do a review for this, Justin? As far as how pleased you are with what we've seen so far?
He would clip this and repost it.
Yeah.
Now that you've destroyed the boxes.
Tag me, bro. Tag me.
Yeah, I feel like I've got to now, right? I feel like I've got to. I've talked so much shit about it, so
I feel like they're much more impressive than we thought they were going to be, and worth looking out for the other wave.
Yeah.
So the tail does clip right there for when it's in T-Rex mode, so it's not a floppy tail anymore. It's straight, just
so now it's rigid. Stiff.
Actually, I do have to point out that we understand T-Rexes don't need their tail to drag for balance anymore. They actually lean forward. But
if anybody knew that, it'd be
the dinosaur expert.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, wrong finger.
I gotta say, I'm pleasantly surprised with these. The figures still suck. The figures are awful.
What about the jaw on the T-Rex? Like, will it open and close? Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that thing is already through the roof expectations wise.
Yeah.
It's really loose though. It's not gonna.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Would you put that up against a Hammond collection T-Rex?
Oh, absolutely. I've got the Hammond collection T-Rex over there. So hold on. Let's do the Dan Hu earthquake test. The jaw's gonna. Like it closed. It
But can it fit a ham sandwich in it?
Ooh, hold on. Hey. Ask her to make me a ham sandwich for this at 11:43.
For the T-Rex.
Yeah, it's for the cause. I'm impressed. I am impressed. Yeah.
You're really looking into that ass.
No, it's funny because it says Hasbro on the legalese on it.
Does it have 2 S's in Hasbro? Hasbro.
Hasbro, and then Playmates under it.
A W was bro.
Yeah. If anyone's curious about this, I'd say yeah, sure. $20 a piece. I can justify this based on the size alone. And I can tell if they do this for like other Zords, if they continue this and do other Zords like this, I'm all in. I'm all in on the Zords. I won't touch a figure with a 10-foot pole, but
not buying that Rita Repulsa?
No, God, man, did you see that vase sculpt, David? That's awful.
Trash.
The putties are whatever, but they're like what 5 inches. So
you try spending 10,000 years in a cosmic dumpster, okay? And let's see how good you turn out.
First of all, how dare you? The fact that the joints are like the legs on everything are ratcheted, and the saber-toothed tiger and the Triceratops have little play features with missiles. I don't know where the missiles went, but they have them.
Lost all the missiles already. But
It only comes with 1 each, David. Okay.
And Lightning Collection did all of MMPR multiple times, right? So theoretically, you could have each Zord like behind a Lightning Collection Ranger.
Yep.
Yeah. See, I think these things are. I think this is good.
Yeah. But I found the missile for the yellow one.
So is that S tier, Alexi?
No, because we're not tiering things. We're grading. We're grading these figures.
Grade A.
Yeah, what would your grade be, Justin? He's gone.
He walked out. He's done.
He's
found the missile.
He's in missile land.
Okay.
What's your grade?
I'd say if it was good enough to impress me, I have to say a solid A, man. A solid A.
Better than Mafex.
Yeah. If it's just the Zords. Now, if I have to put the figures in with it, you're like a low B, high C. You know?
High C.
Oh, no. The figures don't count. You actually bought the figures?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Not that he's going to admit to. They're there.
Right.
Standard collecting. At some point, you have to have standards.
Seemingly.
Man,
based on your reaction to what we've seen here, I would grade these as like a B.
Huh? Oh, the Triceratops head turns a little and tilts. For like, there's no purpose for it to do that for the. Well, no, I guess okay. Actually, yeah. So I broke it free a little bit, so that does give it kind of some ankle pivot. Yeah. Okay. Or give him some personality with the head. I'm surprised that they did the stickers the way they did, and actually, there's no paint, right? It's all molded plastic. But the fact that the treads are black, even like the top part right here, and you gave it an action feature, and that there's stickers everywhere. That's cool. And that's it. I'm done.
You do keep saying stickers, so it makes it feel like these are more of an accessory than they are like an actual.
Well, it's kind of just, I don't know, man, because.
But the legs articulate, so
yeah,
and the neck and the head, so like.
I guess the stickers point out to me because that was a big thing with like the original '90s Zords. They came with like sticker sheets and stuff to give it a lot more detail. And with more recent Zords, it's been like very minimal, like very, very minimal of any detail whatsoever. But I'm happy with these.
How does it taste?
Lemony fresh.
No.
Wasn't there a study of like cancerous material factories in?
Oh, they're definitely in that. Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah,
all of it.
China.
All of it.
Off the charts. Yeah,
it's the only way they got these made.
Yep. Not good, David. Not good.
So do not taste. Okay. Got it.
This channel ranks this higher than the Horseman Studio. I said A. That's right there with Four Horsemen. Okay. No. Oh shit! No, it ended up at B. I said Four Horsemen was A. Okay, I said Four Horsemen was an A.
Well,
all right.
I
So,
said
Alexi,
this was a B, so I'm just saying.
Alexi.
At our annual meeting, I will be moving to have that grading episode stricken from the record. So,
that's fair. That's fair.
Well, we already know someone's vote.
Let's see if I can. I'm curious.
There's always time to bring those grades up, okay?
No, there's not.
Toy companies.
We need a tutor. We need some tutors. Get Johnny Sins in here.
If they start evolving and innovating, they have a chance.
Oh
I
no,
don't
you
think
have
you need
it
to
on.
remind people about it.
You have it locked and loaded. You son of a bitch.
So Alexi, you missed the stream.
So now we're gonna do it all over.
Give
again,
us
right
your grades.
Man. Jada and G.I. Joe can definitely stay.
What
in
would you move?
A.
What would you move?
I would absolutely move McFarlane from B down to like C. And Mafex I wouldn't even move Mafex to A. I would move Mafex to B. Action Force would go down to actually Action Force can stay in B. Black Series would go down to C because no extra heads, no extra hands, barely got force push hands. Jazzor's Pokemon, I'm surprised you let them put that in C. They could have done better. Mezco, I would move up to B for sure, especially like with what people reacted to that animated series Joker, Super 7. You guys were very hard on Super 7.
Well, they do have a new CEO, so
I know.
True.
Maybe they have a new CEO, so it seems like their habits are going to be changing. So maybe we can like put them in a soft D.
But nothing has yet changed.
Nothing's changed yet.
It's the only figures I regret buying.
So we're grading based on potential futures.
I wouldn't have put them in. I wouldn't have put them in F in the first place.
There's a lot you wouldn't have done, but I don't know.
I should have been here. NECA, I think can move up to C. Well, it's NECA TMNT specifically.
Yeah.
So they can definitely be in C. I think NECA TMNT specifically could be in B because TMNT NECA collectors are diehards and they get everything. Look at Dan. He literally said in the last stream, he was like, "Oh, mates, I definitely picked up the Summer Surfing Turtles. I don't even know why." And I was like,
what was the last set you picked up, Alexi?
From NECA?
Yeah.
The Mirage. I have all 4 of the single pack Mirage turtles.
The ones that all look the same, right?
That's right. They do, yeah.
I remember.
Different accessories, though. Some of them have new hats, new weapons.
Oh, a new hat.
Yeah.
I like getting new hats.
I have Usagi. I have the Mirage Shredder. I have their Last Ronin. More crowded. Well, SH Figuarts can go up to B, in my opinion.
I gave them a D for that head sculpt they gave David Cornsweat.
Yeah, well, obviously they eat pieces of shit for breakfast on that figure. But,
Kenny had an agenda.
Alexi, how high are you right now?
I'm like at least 2 bowls deep, and I have all 4 of the beers that I had earlier here with me. Just kidding. It's 3.5. I'm not done with this one yet. But I feel like that makes this approach to the list or the grading more honest because my feelings are a little more on the surface than they would be.
I do notice that Four Horsemen is still a B.
Four Horsemen is a B, but I think Four Horsemen could be an A because I've never heard anyone who collects Four Horsemen anything, whether it's Mythic BS or it's they're like holiday characters. The what are they called again? The Headless
Figure
Horseman.
Obscura.
Yeah, Figure Obscura. Those figures are amazing. They should be Figura Amazing, not
See,
Obscura.
Alexi, that was my point of saying it should be A when no one has anything bad to say about it.
No, what do you have to say about Mythic anything or Four Horsemen anything? When are the next ones coming out?
My reason for not A is because while I have nothing bad to say about it, they have not gotten me in on the line. Whereas Jada got me to buy everything, even though I'm not a gamer. I don't remember ever playing Street Fighter. I am not even that fond of Scooby-Doo as a cartoon, but
Is
I would buy
that
every
right?
toy Jada
But-
puts
How
out
many?
because
How
they're
many
amazing.
1/18 scale die-cast Dom Toretto vehicles do you have from Jada Toys, David?
Not
Because
one.
they're so good at getting you to buy their products.
Here's my argument for that. You didn't buy those necessary. You bought those because partly Jada is preying on that nostalgia. I'm not saying it's a
Or
bad thing.
family.
We all buy. Meanwhile,
Totally.
for Horsemen, none of it, besides the Figure Obscura stuff, is like nostalgic for anything. It's all like original characters and original
Facts.
design, and they're still amazing and successful. That's why. That's another reason I think it should be up there with Jada.
I'm just mind blown that like we somehow fell into yet another grading.
I just wanted to let you
I didn't even
like
Justin pulled this out of his like coat pocket.
Just-
I don't even know how we got it.
like
He
how
had
are
this
we
set
how
up.
are we here? How is this life right
Like,
now?
2 clicks of a button and he's using internet on that.
Bam.
So Justin,
Bam.
yeah, your connection is good. So you decided to unbox and build Playmates Tupperware Zords and reignite the tier ranking, not tier ranking.
Sit there.
Scab scratch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
This is
fun.
what you do when you're given good internet.
Yeah, that's why they keep taking it away.
That's
from me,
why
Dave.
they keep taking it. Okay, now it makes sense.
That's exactly why they keep taking it away.
Never should have gave you Carolinans Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do anything good with it.
Mm.
But guys, if you're still here, if you're still watching, which 26 people are amazing.
Somehow, yes.
Both
yeah.
of you.
Those are the 26 people that buy Playmates.
Yeah. Get these. If you're a Power Rangers fan, get them. Get them. I said
16
it.
of them are on the board of directors for Playmates.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
come
shout
on our
out to Mike
show.
Hex in the chat. Sorry, SH Figure Arts needs to get rid of the thong joint. Yes, Mike, I agree 100%.
Yeah. Tired of seeing
100%.
articulated butt cheeks. Don't need it. Just don't
Where
need
I
it.
don't want to see them. That's the
Yeah.
main thing. Is it's not that I'm tired of seeing them. I just don't want to see them where that is.
Anyway, so
you,
I'm
home
sorry. I'm
dude.
still messing with this.
Thank you, home dude.
Thank you, home dude. It's still appreciated. It still counts. Okay. If it's on my view counter, it still counts. So, guys, appreciate you. Make sure you leave a like here. Follow all these guys on Instagram. Make sure you're subbed to Kenny. Make sure you're still subbed here. If you ever clicked unsub after I started unboxing these, make sure you go ahead and hit that button again to resubscribe. I greatly appreciate it. We're up over 1,300 now. So that's progress. Next week, we're talking... Oh, Alexi's favorite subject. We're talking SDCC predictions.
Woo!
All right. After Dan Who's beat it to death the past month,
What's
we're finally
you
going
gonna
to
talk about now? No one knows.
I don't know. Who knows? But we appreciate you. We'll see you next week talking SDCC and all that fun stuff, predictions. Maybe we'll have more stuff revealed by then. We didn't talk any toy news today, really. That's what Kenny's channel is for. That's what the recap is for. Go back and watch the recap if you haven't watched that yet.
That's what
It's weekly Thursday stream. Now that you're done with this 3 hours, go back and watch Kenny's 2 hours and change. 2 hours and change.
2 and change.
Yeah, just make a day of it. And
Just
if you have
because
time,
you need to stay up until 2 a.m. to get your Psylocke Thanos 2-packs. So
exactly.
And then you can watch.
Then you can watch Dan's unboxing stream, and then you can go back and watch, Legends and Liquor and Dan's Thursday stream. And then by the time you're done watching all that, we'll be live again next Saturday. So appreciate you guys. We're done. It's devolved at this point. Stay justified and all that crap. We'll see you next